Broadcasting live from Coffeyville, Kansas, upon the campus of Field Kinley High School, home of the Coffeyville Golden Tornado, risen a multitude of feet above Dan Wall Court here in the Bird's Nest, per usual, looking down upon the two teams warming up for this evening's final regular season contest. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. A fun SEK matchup for you on tap. Always is when these two teams play. Lady Grizzlies of Labette County enter into tonight with a 7-15 record. Coffeyville at 5-15. So this game means a lot for one team in particular, and we will talk about that a little later on. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Lady Grizzly basketball. Lady Grizzlies coming off of a 57-38 defeat at Pittsburgh. Dad, I'll bring you in. It was a tough environment there at Pitt. They played well, and Coach Gegg has a good team going.
Yeah, we talked quite a bit about this actually last when did we play? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Gosh, it
it's blurry.
It just feels funny. Pittsburgh, boy, they shot the ball well from outside. They shot the ball well inside. Just a really nice, balanced team, defended well. We hung in there and battled like we always do. And, we did our best. And I feel like this girls squad has done that for us all year long. They've been prideful in the uniform they put on and the high school they represent, the community, and so we'll get a good effort out of them tonight too. So, and this should be a really good matchup with Coffeyville Lady NATOs. Looking forward to a really good match tonight.
This is the final regular season game of Grizzly basketball. Now, mind you, these Lady Grizzlies are solidified and cemented in the Substate bracket. The bottom two teams do not make Substate. Labette County has guaranteed themselves at worst the 15 seed and potentially a 14 seed should they win tonight and Lewisburg lose. So Labette County is in Substate, the Lady Grizzlies, and of course our Grizzly guys who have had a nice year as well. We'll talk about them later, but I find it only fitting to kind of recap and hold our listeners' hands through kind of a story of how this season has gone. The season began on December 5th at home. I'm not going to go through every game, so don't worry or turn me off too soon. But Labette County opened up the season with 4 straight non-conference games. They only won one of those, and it was against Wichita Collegiate in the third and final round of that Towanda Circle Classic. Then the Grizzlies entered SEK League play and had 2 games before Christmas break. They beat Parsons and lost to Independence. Then coming out of Christmas break, entering into the month of January, the Lady Grizzlies got 3 wins in that cold month. It was at Iola, a 40-28 win. It was against Sabetha in the Burlington tournament, and then at home against these Coffeyville Lady NATO. Entering into February, started off strong with a win against Winfield and then lost 5 straight games before a victory 1 week ago tonight against Humboldt. Decent explanation of how the season's gone so far, at least as far as wins and losses.
Yep.
Grizzlies 7-15 coming into tonight. Maybe some of those games, I know we went quick, brought back some memories. Would you like to explain what is playing in the background?
Yeah, that's the old tornado siren. It's also a similar siren they used in the Army when there was like a bomb rating coming. There were airplanes in the area, so kind of an annoying sound.
It actually kind of is. It's pretty intense, really.
Yeah.
As Jonathan Dusher, our cameraman, tries to mimic the sound, and we will not turn on his microphone for you. You are very welcome. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Lady Grizzly basketball. We are about 5 minutes until starters and tip-off. Labette County, who did play well, though, on Tuesday night against Pittsburgh. There were a lot of flurries of turnovers in that first half in particular. The Lady Grizzlies were kind of punched in the mouth by the atmosphere and by that sharp-shooting Dragons team that made 4 first-half threes, or actually make that 5 first-half threes. But Millie Carnahan led us in scoring with 8 points, and really, haven't looked at it, but off the top of my head, scoring is something that Millie hasn't done leaps and bounds of this year. She even, when we did the senior interview, talked about how she's really taken pride in being a good defender, and she has done that to the T, but did lead us in scoring with 8 points on Tuesday night, the senior's final regular season game of her career, still one to come next Tuesday. But talk about Millie's defensive prowess and then her occasional ability to score 8 to 15 points.
Yeah, absolutely. And she has taken pride in her defense. I mean, you just watch her play. And again, we can be early in the game when we're tied or up 2 or down 2 and she's playing hard. We can be down 20 some odd with a minute left and she's trying to get steals, trying to poke the ball away and diving on the floor and just going 110%. So, and I look to her as our kind of our senior captain, certainly one of the leaders of the team, and that just helps. You know, that filters down through your younger players to watch that on display. So, and I even think she understands the concept that, you know, you can always play good defense. Offensively, some nights they fall, some nights they don't, kind of a thing. But you can always defend well. Yeah, absolutely, really enjoyed watching her play.
Another player to kind of make note of who has played well over the last 3 games in particular for Labette County is Keely Good. On senior night against Fort Scott 10 days ago, she had 11 points, season high if I'm not mistaken, 3 made threes. Game after that against Humboldt in the victory, 2 3-pointers and 9 total points. And then at Pittsburgh, second leading scorer with 7 points and really got us going early, scoring 3 of our 4 first quarter points. Keely has seemingly kind of let the trigger go a little more over the final couple weeks of the regular season on offense in particular.
Yeah, I agree. Keely's is a really good shooter, actually. And so anytime she shoots it, yeah, I have a good feeling about, you know, the result of it. So, you know, we've talked so much, and I feel like our girls are doing better at rebounding at both ends of the floor. That's been a big thing. But our turnovers, in my opinion, we're going to have to cap turnovers tonight to win. That, to me, that's going to be the difference maker, is how many times, hopefully minimal, that we gift Coffeyville a possession just by sloppy turnovers. I kind of say it that way because I feel like we're better than that. So when we do something that seems silly, it's frustrating, and I know the girls are frustrated by it as well. So that's going to be a big key tonight, is protecting each possession.
Last time Labette County played Coffeyville was on January 30th. Grizzlies won 52-46 and had 3 players in double figures and shot the ball so well at home. Peyton Davis had 15 points, Kaylin McCoy had 10, and Amelia Carnahan had 10. Amory Baker threw in 6 for us. Labette County played well against Coffeyville, one of their best offensive outings of the year.
Yes.
And the Lady NATO, kind of on the flip side, a competitive, scrappy bunch that you didn't want to play really last year, and you still don't want to play them, but they haven't really had the season that I think a lot of people maybe thought they would coming in. But this is a group, we mentioned earlier, this game is going to be important for one of these 2 teams. Coffeyville, if they win tonight, they are in Substate at that final 16th seed, and if they lose, they miss out. So Coach Owens and his Lady NATO playing for a spot in the postseason tonight. Back in 1 minute after the national anthem with starters. Starting lineups being rattled off by the public address announcer way down below us here in Field Kinley High School. That is Coffeyville Gymnasium. As actually, before this, do you know, I think you might. So they're noted, Coffeyville High School, but it's Field Kinley High School. What's kind of the backstory there?
That's a name. I believe he was obviously he was from Coffeyville, and maybe even went to a famous Coffeyville native. I think he was like even in the Air Force or whatnot. Maybe we can do a little bit of research on that. I've heard something before about that.
Didn't mean to just blindly throw that your way, but I thought I had remember you telling me one time in the past about it, so my apologies. But yeah, I've always kind of wondered, starting tonight for Labette County is going to be number 13, a 5'5 senior, Amelia Carnahan. Number 24, a 5'6 senior, Keely Good. Number 21, 5'9 freshman, Peyton Davis. Number 40, a 5'10 senior, Amory Baker. And number 52, a 6-foot-tall sophomore, Kaylin McCoy. Starting for Coffeyville, under head coach Will Owens, used to be the voice of the Grizzlies with me just a few years ago, is going to be number 1, a 5'8 senior, Kaylin Karen. Number 2, a 5'4 senior, Aaron Lopez. Number 3, a 5'6 junior, Julia Solorzano. And number 5, a 5'2 junior, Jessica Zimmerman. And number 11, a 5'8 sophomore, Layla Manley. Again, head coach for Coffeyville, Will Owens, assisted by Logan Meyer and Espy Ornalis. Head coach for Labette County, Brianna Vollmer, assisted by Heather Wilson and Ryan Taylor. Labette County is going to be in road red uniforms, Coffeyville in home whites. This is their final regular season game of the year, both of these squads. Coffeyville fighting for that last 16th seed in Substate. With a win, they're in. With a loss, they are simply out. So pretty cut and dry, black and white, however you choose to look at it, for both of these teams. Labette County fighting for the 14 seed. Right now, they're the 15. With a win, they could move up. With a loss, they will stay put at the 15. Peyton Davis is going to go toe-to-toe at the purple and gold NATO at center court, and the tip and the tap is won by Manley. Coffeyville will bring it up the timeline left to right as we view the floor.
It's looking to me like the Grizzlies are in a box and one maybe. 4 of them playing zone and 1 of them playing man-to-man. Got a steal here by Davis.
Labette County does push the pace. Davis in the deep corner throws back to Carnahan. Back to Davis. Head fakes, drives with the left. Floater off the glass, miss. Gets her own rebound, misses again. And here comes Lopez dribbling left to right. All the way by Davis. And Carnahan didn't pick up the ball. Layup was missed, though. Some sloppy play early by both units. Labette County gets another rebound.
Yeah, we dodged one there. Millie was guarding her man, but failed to keep one eye on the ball. That was a free layup right there.
Amory Baker, left block, fouled on the floor by Solorzano. And you mentioned Labette County looked like they were in a box and one. I was talking to Coach Owens before the game, and he had just mentioned how Kaylin Karen, their number 1, both number 1 ball player and number 1 jersey number, has faced the box and one quite a bit this year. Here's a missed jumper by Kaylin McCoy, and a jump ball will keep it with Labette County. A lot of traveling Grizzly Nation fans across from us, filling about half of the purple bleachers behind our bench. And then below us, a good Coffeyville turnout. McCoy downhill, floater, glass, no. There's Amory, her shot's blocked. Here's Carnahan, Labette County keeping the heartbeat alive. Davis a 3, short, offensive board yet again, and a foul going up on the NATO. 2 free throws for guess who? Amory Baker.
That's the way to go after those rebounds. In essence, we had 4 possessions on that possession because we got 4 rebounds, 4 attempts to score, and we finally drew another foul. So anytime you can get multiple shots on to score, that adds up sooner or later.
First free throw missed by Baker. Second one is converted. 1-0. The first point comes for Labette County's Amory Baker with 6:40 to go in the first quarter. I'm Jack Leake III, alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. We have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Refs look up at the shot clock, I think, and perhaps make some adjustments. One of those things where if it wasn't for some of these occasional corrections of the shot clock, I would forget that it exists. I love it because it's big at the end of games. It keeps teams from just holding on to the ball for 3 minutes, but it doesn't come into play that much.
Yeah,
but yet it does indirectly.
Yeah, it's kind of a soft reminder to keep teams, and the teams have done a good job of paying attention to it.
Yeah. Nice jumper here by Solorzano, and Coffeyville leads 2-1 with the game's first field goal. Peyton Davis drives and is fouled. Quickly went the freshman Grizzly Davis, who at this point is an early sophomore. She's played 22 games. I wouldn't, just kind of a term people like to say. At this point in the year, freshmen really aren't freshmen anymore. They played a whole season. Davis' first free throw is good.
Peyton did a nice job of going downhill and taking the ball to hoop there and drawing the foul. So far, I really like the Grizzly effort. I like the game plan. So it's like we're in a good position to win this game.
Number 12, Leah Tapman in the game for Coffeyville. And we have a turnover on the NATO.
Like the NATO's going to put a little pressure on the Grizzlies here, and it paid off.
An intercepted pass. Here's Karen left to right. Little Euro floater. Misses off the heel of the rim. Rebound Keeley Good.
Nice job there by Good to get that. Like we said, let's give them one shot, get the rebound, and move down the other way.
McCoy confident underneath. And an offensive foul. I thought if anything, maybe she traveled. Because, Kaylin tends to do that a little bit. Travel instead of dribble. But that was certainly not worthy of an offensive foul.
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher.
That is the first foul on Labette County tonight. Coffeyville has already picked up 3 fouls with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. A slow-moving first 2 minutes of ball. 4 fouls and a stoppage for a shot clock error. Good ball movement by Coffeyville. However, the ball was thrown out of bounds. A wide open Lopez was on the right wing, but the pass went behind her.
Yeah, I'm trying to name, is that Karen? Yeah. Well, I'll let you call the game here.
Lopez with kind of a steal, and then she's fouled. If this is an indication of how the game is going to flow, put on a pot of coffee, get your favorite candy at halftime at Dollar General, and sit back in the Lazy Boy. We'll be here for a while.
It could be. I was going to comment about Coffeyville's player, Karen, who Coach Owen said gets man-to-man a lot. And, it's a compliment if you're a player and the other team's scheming to stop you, but I'm sure it's frustrating as a player to have limited touches.
Lopez misses both free throws. Grizzlies whip it right to left quickly. Amory Baker, nice power dribble, but missed the layup. Rebound somehow to Carnahan, and she has to try to play Superman and save it from going out of bounds, and flung it right to Coffeyville.
Amory did such a nice job giving herself a move or a look there.
McKinley Baker in the game for Coach Vollmer, in for McCoy. Lopez misses a layup. Grizzlies back with it. Keeley has a poor habit of dribbling into that jail cell over there where half court meets the sideline.
Yeah, anytime someone presses you, they're going to entice you to go to the sideline. You have to fight against that. That's where they want you to go.
It does work out for her, though, as she was able to throw it out of bounds off Coffeyville. Grizzlies inbound, back with it. Ugly, ugly play from both teams early, and a ball out off Keeley Good. Karen with nice defense. It's Labette County 2, Coffeyville 2, with 4:56 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, I kind of look for both teams to settle down a little bit, kind of get into a game flow. Kind of got the first few minutes under our belt here.
I don't mind this setup. We're up here in kind of a risen it's like a press box with no walls or ceiling, if you will, risen high above the floor, looking down on it. Disrupted view of the court, however, the scoreboard is blocked, and Davis swipes at a shot put up by Coffeyville, and that's going to be a foul on Davis. Zimmerman to shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Peyton does a good job of defending and going up with the shooter. I think if she would just learn not to swipe that arm down,
yeah,
she would save herself some fouls. Just go straight up with them and try to, you know, if you get the block after it leaves their hand. It still works.
First free throw missed by Zimmerman. Second one is up and no good as well for the NATO junior. I believe it was Jackie Schull, yes, that checked in, as well as Kylie Roberts for Good and Davis. Labette County's JV girls got a nice win about half an hour ago. That game wrapped up. Here's Millie Carnahan right to left. Good pass to McKinley, and Baker's shot is good.
Yeah, McKinley, again, is always quick to take, look for the shot. So, again, her hustle is always well needed. Her energy is always effective on the floor.
4-2, Labette County leads. Low-scoring affair so far. 4:15 to go. Opening quarter. Labette County in a 2-3 zone to open up the inbound. Coffeyville throws it in, and a three-pointer is splashed by Jessica Zimmerman.
That's what Coffeyville's going to have to do, and here's a steal here by Karen.
Karen misses the layup, though. Rebound Coffeyville as it clanked off the rim. NATO keep it alive. Coach Owens, hands on his knees, anxiously watching on. Zimmerman drives and kicks. Long two-point shot. Misses. Rebound Amory Baker.
What I was going to say earlier is with us, Man and Karen, the rest of the NATO girls are going to have to step up and score some points. So that's their game plan, I'm sure.
Roberts in the corner is on the floor, and a jump ball. Aggressive effort by Karen and Zimmerman will give it back to Coffeyville. Coach Vollmer wants a 30-second timeout. Labette County making it fairly easy for Coffeyville to defend them in some of these situations, trying to break that pressure. Coach Vollmer, 30-second break. Labette County down by 1. Back in 30 on KLKC.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Labette County with possession of the ball. Out of the Coach Vollmer 30-second timeout, and Amory Baker gets fouled yet again and will bury her left foot in the middle of the free throw line to try to knock down 2 free shots here.
Seems like Labette County is getting so many putback opportunities. We just need to get some of those to go down as Amory Baker makes her first free throw.
3:23 to go, first quarter, tied at 5. Baker makes the second, and Labette County leads by 1.
Okay, let's see if we can't get a defensive stand here, get the ball back.
Pretty awry shot there for Coffeyville, misses, but they get the rebound. A second miss and a second offensive rebound. What do we have here? A held ball, keeps it with Coffeyville. Two teams fairly similar in quite a few aspects going at it here tonight. Labette County and Coffeyville both in the bottom quadrant of the 18-team ranked seeding in the East Substate region. That was a mouthful, wow. If Coffeyville wins, they're in. If they lose, they're out. Labette County comfortably the 15 seed. With a win, they can move up to the 14. Here's a missed shot again by Coffeyville. Rebound Grizzlies right to left, dribbling up the floor. McKinley Baker turns and throws, might have traveled. She did. As we did learn from our board operator, Joel, back at the station, he sent in a little clip about Field Kinley, who is a man, as we have a timeout Coffeyville, as it was Captain Field Eugene Kinley was his full name. And he passed away in February, actually, of 1920, and he was an American aviator and World War I flying ace, credited with 12 confirmed aerial victories. So you were in the right blueprint there. So Field Kinley
I think it
served our
you.
country and served it well. So very cool.
His name, Field, kind of throws you. You know, I mean, it makes
Yeah.
you think of like a field house or a football field, Field Kinley.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a man's name. So anyway, yeah, that's cool. Also, might want to give a shout out. We talked, Aaron Wyrick is a Labette County High School junior. He's at the state wrestling tournament today. Aaron's an amazing wrestler. He got 100 wins this year. Anyway, he won both his matches at state today. And so he's guaranteed a medal at state, which won't be satisfied with that outlook. But, I mean, he's going to wrestle tomorrow to win each match and be a state champion. So, anyway, happy for Aaron. He's worked hard and wrestled his whole life, so wish him well tomorrow.
Absolutely, and who knows, the Wyricks might be tuning in to the broadcast in the hotel room. I don't know. But, Aaron, congratulations on a 2-0 day today in Salina. Let's get another one tomorrow. How about it? Coffeyville inbounds the basketball, misses a shot. It was put up by Tapman, and that is a foul on Coffeyville on the rebound. And we have already had 9 fouls called, 5 on Coffeyville, 4 on Labette County, with 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Both these teams low in the rankings. Not saying it doesn't matter, but flow would really help these teams get going.
Yeah, 100%, and neither team's deep enough to get 3 or 4 people with 3 fouls in the first half either. So the refs have made a statement. They're going to call the game like this, so the girls are going to have to adjust or they're going to be setting down.
First free throw good by Amory Baker. She was the Grizzly who was fouled. Her second one was missed, but the rebound is there. Davis, guess what? Fouled. 2 free throws for Peyton Davis here. Man.
I guess in this situation, you just hope that your team shoots their free throws well. You know, maybe we can shoot 80% or so tonight.
This will be the 9th and 10th free throw of the game already for Davis. First one, no. 2:30 to play, or 2:24 rather, as the view of the court is wonderful. The view of the scoreboards, well, there isn't one. I have to duck and rise and do all kinds of things with my head to see the score and the time. Davis makes the second free throw. Kaylin Karen yet to kind of shake free from the teeth of this Grizzly defense. Jackie Schull face guarding Karen everywhere she goes, and a travel called on Zimmerman. It's like having a all-pro edge rusher in the NFL. It's hard to continuously be dominant whenever you are going to get double-teamed by a team's offensive line.
Well, that's what makes Tristan Gegg's record so amazing.
Right.
She was face guarded for 2 years as a junior and senior.
That's pretty incredible. Davis with the ball, dribbles twice, throws to Millie. Carnahan, nice move, but it was blocked. The floater, rebound Grizzlies, and a travel called on Amory Baker, whose feet got entangled amidst the forest of legs in the paint. There were 2 or 3 girls right on top of her as she was trying to get the rebound.
I do like the hustle. I like how we crashed the boards. And again, just continue to want to rebound the basketball. So good effort there.
Grizzlies lead 8-5. Minute 40 to go, first quarter. Foul on the floor. That'll be 2 free throws for Coffeyville.
You can bet your bottom dollar when Karen finally does get the basketball, she's going to take it to the hoop. So that time she finally got her hands on it and thought, I might not get it again for a while. So downhill she went.
First free throw good for Karen. This is a Coffeyville team that, you know, so much can change, good or bad, throughout the months of a long basketball season. But this is a Coffeyville team that defeated Pittsburgh here in this gym before Christmas break as Karen misses the second free throw.
Yeah, that Just amazes me, actually.
Amory Baker left block, tried to throw to Keeley, and it was poked out of bounds. As this Coffeyville team actually admits that win before break over Pittsburgh. They started the season 4-3. They won 4 straight games after starting the year 0-3. So this was a team that came into the year with, I thought, some high hopes, and started off on the right note. But man, can it be a long winter. Basketball, just a hard season. It can have some high highs and some low lows. Labette County turns it over. Coffeyville with it in a half court. They're working it around. Lopez, deep three-pointer, air balls, rebounded by Carson Moore in the game for Labette County.
Nice hustle there by Carson. Peyton needs to get just under control here.
Poor decision by Davis to hurl it ahead to Baker, but fortunately it was poked out by Karen.
Yeah, against the press, it's easy when you pick your dribble up to feel super nervous, and you can still kind of take a breath and get the ball pushed up without getting too strung up.
Millie drives, shoots, and is fouled. Coffeyville's coaching staff wanted to travel. She picked her dribble up, pivoted a little bit, and then took a step to lean into the floater. But a foul was whistled, the first on Tatman. Carnahan's first free throw of 2 is in and out, no good. The Grizzlies have shot gobs of free throws and have only made about half of them.
Well, we mentioned that earlier. You know, to punish a team that fouls you, we need to, and of course we're trying, so I guess you just kind of hope your team gets in the flow of making free throws.
Carnahan rattles in the second. The Grizzlies have split 6 of the 7 pairs of free throws that they have shot. With 38 seconds to go in the first quarter, it is Labette County 9, Coffeyville 6. I've been forgetting to read off the score up there, mainly because I haven't been often reminded that there's been scoring in this game, to be candid with you. That was kind of mean in a way. I didn't really mean to sound rude there. Just kind of an honest reason I haven't looked up at the scoreboard. Good defenses. There we go. Coffeyville turns it over. Grizzlies with a steal. Jackie Schull trapped hard and fouled. Coach Owens looks at Tatman and coaches her up on how to be better in that situation. But the foul was called on Coffeyville, the first on Lopez. Or no, the second on Karen. Maybe he was talking to Karen. That's the second on Kaylin Karen as Schull buries the first free throw.
You can tell by Coach Owens' posture and how he's walking over there. That's concerning when your best player, let's just say, has 2 fouls right now. And so, yeah, I'm sure he had some words for her.
She stays in. Second free throw was missed by Schull, but Coffeyville scores. Then Karen gets a steal, three-pointer good. Coach Vollmer knew that shot was going in right when Karen got the steal.
Ooh. That should have been a foul right there on Karen. She was lucky.
2 seconds first quarter. Schull, three-pointer, no. Coffeyville snatches a 1-point lead. 5 points in a matter of 5 seconds, if that, for Coffeyville to close out the first quarter. Back in 1 minute with the second period on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
with 22 seconds to go in the first quarter, Labette County led Coffeyville 9-6. And then with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter, Labette County trails 11-9. Or I'm sorry, 11-10. I didn't explain that very well, but Coffeyville scored 5 points in 5 seconds.
Yeah, made a nice shot, got a steal off the press and cashed a 3 immediately. So just bam, bam.
Grizzlies turn it over to start the second quarter. Coffeyville with it. 3-point shot good by Jessica Zimmerman.
That's how it comes. You know, a team starts to make a few shots and everybody starts to believe a little bit. So Grizzlies going to have to do something here to kind of change the flow.
Carnahan, corner, 3-pointer, no good. Off of Baker, out of bounds. As Karen had not scored a field goal, she had 1 free throw, picked up her second personal foul. Coach Vollmer elected to leave Karen in the game. We have a Coffeyville turnover here in the press break, so Labette County gets the ball back, down by 4 now. He left Karen in the game, and moments later she steals an inbounds pass and buries the 3-point shot.
Well, that's that delicate, as a coach, you know, you need your best players on the floor. You just hold your breath and hope they don't get that 3rd foul.
McKinley Baker, her shot's blocked inside. Roberts tries to swipe at the rebound but missed it. Here comes Coffeyville leading by 4 all of a sudden. Lopez untouched, basically layup good.
Yeah, we just didn't move our feet at all and just let her kind of drive around us and lay it in. So that's going to happen all night if we don't defend it.
Grizzlies trying to work it inside. Baker, nice move by Amory, and she'll score.
Nice job using her opposite hand, the furthest hand from the basket, and she kind of did a little hook shot, didn't try to go into the face.
And then gets a steal. Oh, she does save it. Nicely done by Amory on both ends. Davis now open for 3. Swish! And Labette County down 1.
That's how it happens. I mean, now we go boom, boom and make a 3-pointer, so the points have just come in buckets.
Left to right, Nato, Lopez, her pass nearly picked, but it finds Zimmerman. Ball worked around, good defense by Amory Baker, forcing the held ball. It'll stay with Coffeyville, but how about the senior Amory Baker on both ends of the floor? Ginger Weathers checks in for her.
Yeah, and I think that's Amory's second takeaway really in the last 2 possessions, really anticipating the passes and jumping them, so very nice job.
Nato inbound, Karen, left wing, quick trigger tray, short, rebound, Roberts, and Kylie's fouled. Man, her chin looked like it whipped and hit the ground, but I don't think it did as she fell face first onto the floor.
Just smiles about it. Pops right up. I mean, that's what you want to do. You don't want your enemy or your opponent to see you, even if you're hurting, you just pop up and go play.
As the foul was the 3rd personal foul for Coffeyville. That was on, I got to pull up my digital roster. They didn't have paper. Mackenzie Jones, her 3rd personal. Davis wants another 3 and won't get it. Rebound tipped about, and it's picked away by Coffeyville. Into the game for the first time tonight, Atina Colbert, sophomore center for them, played well against us last time and already playing nicely, got a rebound. Coffeyville misses a shot, rebound Grizzlies. Coffeyville 16, Labette County 15 with 5:15 to go in the first half.
Tell you, McKinley Baker continues to have a nose for the basketball. She's just, wherever it is, look, number 33 will be right there.
An entry pass for Weathers was far too high, but it was out off the fingertips of a Coffeyville player. As senior night for Coffeyville is not tonight, it was on Tuesday. Tonight they're going to honor the 2001 state boys basketball team, and then also I believe there's kind of a dance team recognition taking place tonight. So a couple different types of festivities taking place here in the home finale for Coffeyville in the regular season. Grizzlies don't score. Karen, left wing, 3, misses. Rebound Zimmerman, or Lopez rather, hits a cutting Karen, nicely done, she scores.
Yeah, she's a nice player. Even when we're trying to guard her specifically, she finds a way to get the ball. That was well done.
Kylie Roberts left open, three-pointer for the tie. And a foul going the other way on Peyton Davis.
Yeah, Peyton, that's just, you come in a little out of control flying like that, kind of go over everybody's back. They're going to call that.
Her second. She's had quite a few games where she's picked up 2 personal fouls before halftime, which isn't bad. 2 fouls at halftime is not foul trouble, but it seems like a lot of the time it's been picked up quickly, like well before halftime. 4.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Coffeyville leads by 3. Davis, hand on a pass, tipped, on the deck, throws it ahead to good. What an effort by the freshman. Can Keeley finish? No, blocked. There's Weathers adjusting and scoring.
Oh, Ginger just always plods along. Such a disciplined player, always in the right place at the right time. So really well done there by Ginger Weathers. It's a nice steal by Peyton Davis, too. That set that whole thing up.
Grizzlies draw within 1. Coffeyville with great ball movement, however, and Julia Solorzano scores.
Yeah, we just got way out of whack. She was wide open.
Weathers left block, turns to face, and it's grabbed by Colbert, and a held ball keeps it with Labette County. Colbert will check out.
Good awareness there by the Coffeyville player. Ginger just turned to try to look for a shot, and the ball was just right in her face, so she grabbed it.
Grizzlies inbound. Carnahan, left corner, throws to Davis. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 3:35 on the game clock. Baker in trouble, it's Amory, and she'll have it stolen, but it's on the deck, and Good falls on it, and a held ball gives it to Coffeyville. Coach Vollmer was trying to call a timeout, but was not awarded it. Karen walks across the Coffeyville logo, throws a skip pass, tipped by Amory, out off of her. Baker thought it went off of Solorzano, but man, how about Amory Baker's motor tonight?
Yeah, well, she's causing a lot of havoc down here for the NATOs defensively, so coming way out top to knock passes away, so it's a big deal, giving us some extra possessions. Grizzlies
trail by 3. 3-point shot misses by Solorzano. Rebound Coffeyville though. Karen drives, Euro floater in.
Tell you, when she gets the ball, there's about an 80% chance she's going to try to shoot it, and there's about a 90% chance if she does, it goes in. She's a talent.
The Grizzlies throw it to the NATO cheer squad. Turnover. 5-point Coffeyville lead, under 3 minutes until halftime. NATO ball.
Grizzlies stay in that box and 1, which I like. We just have to, do your job and stay in your area.
Karen throws off. Lopez, right-hand drive into the chest of Dickens. I mean, that's good defense. Foul on Dickens. I mean,
yeah, it appears sometimes that you're just kind of standing there defending and the ball carrier runs into you, which that doesn't have to mean it's a charge, but it also can be a no call. It doesn't have to be a block.
You're taught since you're 5 years old playing junior high, and somehow that's a foul. But ever since you're big enough to walk and play on a junior high team, you're taught to slide your feet, keep your shoulders in front of your defender, and that's what Dickens did. Lopez banged into her, and a whistle was called on Dickens. And then she picked up another foul on the shot here. That one was also on Aaron, so she's got 2 fouls and will sub out, and the first free throw is no good for Tapman.
This game's going to come down in the third and fourth quarter, whichever team's 7th and 8th player can kind of hang. I mean, there's a lot of fouls called. We still have almost 3 minutes left in the first half.
There were 20 free throws shot in the first quarter by both these teams combined. And yes, there have been 4 fouls called in this second quarter, but those were just the first 2 free throws shot by either team this quarter by Tapman, who missed both. Here's Labette County with it. Down 5, needing points. Only 7 second quarter points for Labette County. Carnahan in the corner, hits a cutting Shull, near travel. Coach Owens agrees with me, and stepping out of bounds was Karen on the rebound, giving it back to Labette County.
I'm thankful to see that. When he blew the whistle, I was afraid we fouled or something, so we'll take the stepping out of bounds here.
Amory Baker drives, kind of dribbled off the foot of Karen, and Kaylin's going to go left to right for Coffeyville and miss the layup, and the putback is there by Manley.
Karen doesn't miss too many layups, but Coffeyville did a nice job of following and getting the rebound there.
Timeout Labette County, another tough road test, down 7, 2 minutes until halftime. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Here's a
(24-17). Labette County now trails by 7. Three-point shot by Keeley, good, misses off the window. Rebound, Coffeyville. Labette County led 9-6 with about 25 seconds to go in the first quarter, and since then have been outscored 18-8. And here's a foul on Tapman, her second, and Labette County gets the ball back.
I'm trying to figure out kind of where this differential comes from. It feels like Coffeyville shot the ball better than us, really. I mean, they've made 2 or 3 threes, I think. I feel like we've done some things really well tonight. We're down 7, but I think right now they're just out shooting us.
Tegan Shaw, a freshman for Labette County in the game, has been outstanding on JV this year. She'll miss an open 3 from the right wing, barely missed it short, and she'll get subbed out. McKinley Baker in for her.
Kind of like seeing Millie Carnahan go up to the freshman Shaw there and kind of swatting her, on the hip like they do, saying good job, good shot, just encouraging the freshmen out there. That's really good leadership.
McKinley Baker drives, good dump down to Amory, scores plus the foul. Amory Baker really imposing her will inside.
That's what we needed. Amory stayed strong when she went up to shoot that one. Even if she got collided and hit, she just stayed tight and strong and muscular and got the ball to go in. So this will be a big three-point play here if we can pull this off.
Misses it and tipped out by the other Baker,
Yeah.
McKinley. That's always kind of hard to navigate. Coffeyville has the ball, leading Labette County 24-19 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the second quarter.
Kind of chip away at this lead they've got here, so get a good defensive stop, and then we can go from there.
Grizzlies with nice defense on this possession so far. Karen with the ball, defended by Carnahan. Throws off, skip pass, Zimmerman 3. Short, rebound by both teams, and a held ball gives it to Labette County. Or no, it's going to stay with Coffeyville, I think. Must have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coffeyville proving they're not afraid to shoot threes. I bet they've shot 15. I mean, if they get an open look, it goes up immediately. It will here too.
A set play, Lopez, three-pointer, no. Rebound, McKinley Baker, stolen by Karen, layup missed, tipped twice, and it goes to Labette County. Wow.
Yeah, pretty thankful there. Karen stayed home again, got another putback. Thankful she missed.
What a screen by McKinley Baker. Carnahan missed the layup in traffic, though, and a foul on Labette County. That's on Amelia Carnahan, her second. Davis also has 2 for us as well. And here comes Davis in for Carnahan.
It's one of those deals, there's 29 seconds left. Davis has 2 fouls.
Yep.
Hopefully she knows in her mind, no matter what, don't even look like you're close to fouling. Just kind of play a loose defense and try to rebound.
Lopez, right wing, dribbles to the heart of the floor. No one stops her, splits the teeth of the D. Missed it, though. Kick out on the offensive rebound, and Zimmerman's floater is good. She has played good tonight.
Ooh.
And what did we have? I was looking down at my score
Foul
sheet.
on Karen with like 10 seconds left.
It's not very smart at all, actually.
It's her third.
With 7, yeah, you said it, with 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. If Labette County scores, you just tip your cap, but you do nothing to almost foul. But she did. That's 3 on her. Here comes Labette County, 3 seconds. Scholl for 3, missed it, tipped out, and there's 1.3 on the clock. Coffeyville will have it leading 26-19 over Labette County. Ball is inbounded to Zimmerman, takes a few dribbles and almost got one off and nearly made it when she did get it off. But at halftime, it's Labette County 19, Coffeyville 26. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we hope you'll join us for the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Pretty impressive. I said dance night earlier. Looks more kind of like a well, there was a cheer squad out there earlier, a young group of girls that did a wonderful job. I'm assuming from maybe a local grade school or something. I don't know, but they were outstanding. And now we got some little ones out there doing a dance routine led by some older girls. And so a really neat deal that we've seen even at home, that Labette County does kind of a dance and cheer squad night that gets the young ones out there to perform in front of the community. Speaking of that community, what a good turnout it has been to be tonight. As I look down below us, a lot of people filling these bleachers and these chair backs below us, representing Coffeyville. And then, of course, a multitude of Grizzly fans across from us as well. So fun halftime festivities taking place here in Field Kinley High School. I'm Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr., my father, and Jonathan Dusher on the KLKC Sports YouTube live stream. Coffeyville leads Labette County at the intermission 26-19, and I'll be honest, for much of that first quarter, it was low scoring and ugly, but I felt pretty comfortable, and then all of a sudden, down 7.
Yeah, I haven't felt at all like we've played. We haven't thrown the ball away. We haven't, we've defended pretty well. I really think it's been a pretty good matchup. In Coffeyville, the difference is they've shot the ball, I feel like, just better. I don't have any stats sitting in front of me, but just watching the game and the optics of it. They've simply shot better that first half. That's the only difference in 7 points. The Grizzlies haven't shot themselves in the foot a whole lot. So, we keep playing like we're playing and just have a few more shots go our way. I mean, we'll get, we have just a really good shot at winning this ball game. So I don't see any big changes from Coach Vollmer. I imagine she'll run that box and one again. Karen's got 3 fouls. We'll see what Coach Owen does with her. I'm sure she'll start, but she'll have to play pretty timid. So, anyway, not a bad first half at all, really.
Leading scorer for Labette County, Amory Baker, with 8 points and missed 2 free throws.
Yeah.
So could have had 10, but 8 is wonderful. That's a nice first half for Amory. There's been some nights where she's finished with 8, which isn't bad, but this is just a nice first half for her. Peyton Davis had 5. McKinley Baker, Ginger Weathers with 2, and Millie Carnahan and Jackie Scholl each threw in a free throw. For Coffeyville, it's been a little bit tighter of a bunch. Zimmerman and Karen each have 8. Lopez and Solorzano each have 4, and Manley has 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 10, Coffeyville 11, and in the second quarter, Coffeyville outscored the Grizzlies 15-9. There was a moment about 20 seconds before the end of the first quarter where Labette County led by 3, and then in the blink of an eye, they're down by 1 entering the second quarter, and it just kind of slowly fell from there, although, as you mentioned, Karen is going to have to play the second half with 3 personal fouls, and so maybe Labette County could attack her and see what damage they can't cause there, because a 7-point deficit is certainly manageable, but you're playing on the road against a good team, so the first few minutes of this second half is pretty important. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Let's step aside for 1 minute, and then we'll look at a few opponents that Labette County could draw next Tuesday night for Substate. 1 minute break, KLKC. Just a few seconds before the third quarter begins, there's two main opponents that it really looks like Labette County's going to play. This is not official. This is just, I've looked at it for quite some time, and this is really what it looks like. It looks like these Lady Grizzlies on Tuesday are either going to play at Eudora or at Wamego next Tuesday night. They could play at Independence, but the Lady Bulldogs would need to beat Fort Scott tonight by a certain margin, and they're only up 6 at halftime. So it's looking more so like Labette County will either play at Wamego or at Eudora on Tuesday evening. I could be wrong, but that's certainly what it looks like. Lady Grizzlies have a ball lost out of bounds on their first possession here, and Coffeyville back with it up by 7.
Yeah, the Grizzlies going to have to continue to also play good defense against the other 4 players. I failed to mention that, you know, with us shutting Karen down, I feel like the other 4 Coffeyville girls have done a nice job scoring the ball.
Shot missed by Coffeyville on their side, and Labette County has it. They throw ahead to Davis, who doesn't see Lopez coming behind her. Baker on the block, and she's pushed and fouled by Coffeyville. And I look over once again, and I agree. I thought she traveled, and I look over at Coach Owens, and he's whirling his arms in the air as if Baker traveled, and I think she did. Carnahan, there's been a lot of those tonight. That's why I'm laughing. And here's a foul going the other way on Labette County. Another turnover, some sloppiness again for the first minute of the second half, just like the start of the game.
Yeah, the whistles are blowing. I mean, you can't get half a possession in without a couple of whistles, so I don't know.
Coffeyville throws it away. Amory Baker throws it away. Here comes Lopez right to left. A shot is up and missed. Lopez on the offensive rebound. Her three-pointer's strong. Rebound Carnahan. Has to find an outlet and throws it to Keeley. Left to right, she dribbles up the floor, comes to the center. Better job that time by Keeley, not going over in that trap zone. Davis, deep three is gonna fall in. It hit the front of the rim and fell forward.
I didn't think that was gonna go in when I saw the trajectory, so I started watching our rebounders. I wondered why they were kind of standing looking up. Well, it bounced in, so a much needed 3 there by Peyton Davis.
Coffeyville misses. Rebound Grizzlies down by 4 with the ball. Carnahan left open. Davis left open 3. No. Rebound McCoy. She's right there and is fouled going up.
You know, I like it. Davis is showing some confidence in that 3. You know, made a couple tonight, and right there, you know, caught it and looked. Exact same spot she sank the 3-pointer just a minute ago. And Kayla McCoy doing a nice job of being in good position, getting the rebound and drawing the foul.
McCoy misses the first of 2. McKinley Baker to check in for Kaylin if she makes this free throw. And she does.
Trying to look with you at the scoreboard. What, are we just down 3 now?
Yes. It's hard to see the scoreboard from where we're sitting. 6:15 to go in the third quarter, and Amory Baker steals another pass. Waited a little long to throw it ahead to Davis, and it went out of bounds. Just a mishandle there. And Coffeyville gets it back. Those are all things that add up.
Yeah.
You know, you think, oh, you know, hey, good defense. At least we got the steal. Yes, that's true, but finishing on some of those can really snowball when you don't do it time and time again.
Yeah, to win ball games, you have to complete the series there. That should have been a layup.
Keeley good with nice defense, though, for us on this end, forcing a ball out. Coffeyville will inbound under their own rim. Labette County has outscored Coffeyville 4-0 to start the first couple minutes of the third. Lady NATO looking to make that statement false with the score here, though. Lopez drives with the right hand. One-arm flip. Zimmerman 3. Good. Nice shooter.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they did that to us in the first half. I think, again, I'm thinking they made 3 or 4 threes, so there's several that can shoot the ball.
Millie drives to the cup and is fouled. That was Zimmerman's third three-pointer, of the game. And Carnahan's going to head to the line for her second time tonight.
I think as the Grizzlies, that box and one is kind of when the ball's on one wing, your defense kind of sags that direction. Well, that exposes the backside wing, and Coffeyville kicks the ball quickly across the court. They're getting wide open looks, and Millie makes that first free throw there while I was rambling on.
Second free throw inside a pretty full Coffeyville gymnasium is off the mark. Rebound Baker, though. Outlet Davis. Three-pointer good. Amory Baker. So much credit tonight for so many good things.
Sure enough. And then also the obvious, Peyton Davis knocking down some threes. So that's really good to see.
Labette County gets a steal on this end of the floor. Within 2 points, 5:10 to go third quarter. Peyton Davis with 2 third-quarter threes. Carnahan wants in on the party. Misses. Baker is fouled. Amory to the line again.
Another nice job there by Amory. Boy, I just think if she could be a little quicker when she rebounds the ball, go back immediately. Don't bring it down at all. Just stay extended with your arms and just go right straight up.
First free throw misses. Now, fellas, help me. Did Kaylin Karen start the second half? Or has she been on the bench the whole time with three
No,
personal?
she played. He just benched her 30 seconds ago.
Okay. Baker misses both. Rebound tipped out. Coffeyville's got it. Long pass. Zimmerman, quick with the ball, turns and throws to Lopez. One more Tapman. Unselfish pass. Three-pointer up and missed. And the Lopez putback is off as well. And Keely Good dribbling in traffic. Lost it out of bounds off of Lopez, though. So we have a timeout, Coffeyville. Labette County will have the ball, only down by 2. We would like to thank a few sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. Day and Zimmerman, alongside Labette Health and Labette Community College. Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. The Corner Store of Altamont, Commercial Bank, Labette Bank. The Unified School District of USD 506, Idea Tech, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Wood Insurance Center, and Tank Connection. Labette County 27, Coffeyville 29 with 4:45 to go in the third quarter.
Well, so far I like our start here. Got a little confidence going. Here comes Davis for another three. Baker a rebound.
Thank you for filling in there. Here comes Coffeyville collecting the rebound off the Baker miss. And then Coffeyville throws it away as their fair share of flubs has added up in the second half here.
It's awful easy to only notice your teams and think that we should never have them. It's easy to miss the other team having just as many.
Grizzlies have outscored Coffeyville 8-3 here in the third. McKinley Baker drives, loses it, but tracks down the loose dribble. Into Baker. Labette County down 2 with the ball. Jonathan lost a piece of popcorn over the ledge up here. Davis misses the floater. Rebound Baker, and a held ball gives it to Coffeyville.
That's the right call. For a second, I thought he called a foul. And not that I don't want a foul on Coffeyville, but that's the right call. It's a jump ball.
29-27, Coffeyville leads.
Look, it's snowing in here.
That's just popcorn kernels from the Johnny D. Coffeyville throws it away in a half-court situation. We don't have much time to kind of mess around tonight on the air because things are happening positive or negative about every 3 seconds. Keely Good, three-pointer, no. Rebound Lopez. Right to left, she'll take a 1-on-4 situation. Now she backs it out. Three-point shot misses. Rebound Davis. Long outlet to Baker. She's snuffed out by 3 NATO, and she'll settle into a jumper. That is good! We are tied at 29.
Yeah, Labette County's got a little momentum going here. Now we got a foul on Davis. It's her third. That was at least... She's had a couple of fouls that I feel like as she gets older and mature, she won't do some of the swatting and whatnot. That was a more legit foul, if that makes any sense. Felt like she was defending well. That was kind of a 50-50 call. But nonetheless, she's going to have to sit down for a little bit.
And Kaylin Caron still on the bench. Coach Owens trying to get to perhaps that fourth quarter with his star player with only 3 personal fouls. A little jumper is off the mark for Coffeyville. Rebound fought for. Jackie Shull has it. Tries to find a point guard, finds Millie Carnahan. Tied at 29, 3 minutes, third quarter. Push up ahead, Shull left wing. Dribbles to the heart, throws a skip pass, tipped out by Lopez, and couldn't save it. Her foot was on the purple sideline, and Labette County keeps the ball in a tied contest.
Yeah, that time Shull was just about a half a step too slow with that pass. So we got away with it because Coffeyville ran out of bounds.
This Coffeyville team right now in the 17th slot in the Substate rankings, meaning they are out of the Substate bracket. However, with the win tonight, they would move above Parsons and take that 16th and final seed to see what team travels. I believe it's to Rock Creek that's the one, but Labette County takes the lead with a Keeley good jumper.
Gosh, how nice was that? Dribbled down, squared up, bank shot. That was really pretty there by Keeley.
Here's a layup missed on the other end by Coffeyville. Labette County now up by 2 with the ball. No foul on that drive by Shull, but Labette County keeps on the loose pickup. McKinley Baker, her shot misses. Rebound fought for, she gets it back, fires and hits, but a foul before the shot. Is he pointing the other direction? Or on Coffeyville? It would be their 5th as a team.
Yeah.
It is on Coffeyville, so 2 free throws for McKinley Baker.
I sometimes think there's 2 people with jersey 33 on. She got that shot off and then somehow got all the way back around, was able to get the rebound back behind her, so never slows down.
First free throw missed by Baker. Rock Creek is the 1 seed right now, but if Wamego wins, they very well could jump Rock Creek with the point margin, and so it could be Rock Creek or Eudora that Labette County plays on Tuesday. McKinley Baker makes the second free throw, and Coach Owens calls a timeout, and Coach Vollmer celebrates. Her girls have taken a 3-point lead over Coffeyville, holding them to just 3 points so far in the third quarter. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Grizzlies have outscored Coffeyville 13-3 and lead by 3 with 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Coffeyville with it out of a timeout. Here's a turnover, a steal by Kylie Roberts. Foul on Coffeyville, 2 free throws for Roberts.
You know, I'm thinking we might have missed something because he benched Karen after someone fouled. I thought it was somebody else. She might have fouled and have 4 fouls.
Is she still on the bench?
She's been on the bench for 4 minutes.
She had to have picked up a 4th.
Yeah, there's no way she wouldn't be on the floor if she only had 3 fouls.
Good point. Karen still on the bench for Coffeyville. Wondered when she might emerge. Yeah, he would have thrown her back in amidst that flurry of Grizzly points at some point. Roberts splits the pair. Grizzlies
Yeah.
up 4.
Opportunity here to keep pouring it on, just kind of going our way, playing a little bit upbeat with some energy.
Nice pass, though. How about Lopez throwing it up ahead, and the bucket is good, plus the foul for Colbert.
That's just what Coffeyville needed. It's just what the Grizzlies didn't want to see. Opportunity for 3 points here.
Free throw missed by Colbert, though, so that just cuts the Grizzly lead in half to 2. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Much more entertaining second half, at least for us up here. I'm sure Coffeyville's radio might be saying the other way around. McKinley Baker misses a floater, and a nice seal by, is that Tatman maybe, but sealed off Baker from getting the rebound, and Coffeyville has it. Or that was Manley.
Might have been a little bit of a forced shot there, but I really like how she looks to score, Baker, when she has the ball inside like that.
Zimmerman, right side, gets by one defender. Floater, misses. Carnahan rips down the rebound. And a foul going the other way on Coffeyville, and we'll have to jaunt the distance, and Carnahan will shoot 2 free throws.
Good job there. Millie had good position. She actually drew a foul, I thought, off 2 people on that possession, but the refs missed, let the first one go, which I'm all in favor of them letting some of this stuff go this next quarter and a half.
Millie's first is good. She has 3 points tonight now, all from the free throw line. Peyton Davis in for Jackie Scholl.
Becoming obvious that these free throws, of course, they always are going to be of utmost importance the rest of this game for whichever team's shooting them.
Carnahan makes both. Labette County up by 4. 1 minute, 20 seconds, third quarter. Lopez, right to left, long rainbow pass to Tatman. Grizzlies sag back in a 2-3 zone. A drive by Lopez and a kick out. Tatman on a jumper, short, rebound is Coffeyville's. Zimmerman with it. Throws back to Lopez right in front of Coach Owens. Ball moving fairly well on this possession here beyond the arc for Coffeyville. They're looking inside for Colbert, but she's not defended. 5 seconds, or she is defended. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Errant shot missed. Colbert rebound. Shot clock should not have reset. Good call by the official. Shot clock violation. Ball did not hit the rim.
Yeah, well, it was a good job. These guys have a lot to kind of keep track of. Also impressed with Colbert for Coffeyville. Man, when the shot's in the air, she is going after the rebound, so we got to respect that.
36 seconds to go. Davis, deep 3, nylon. Labette County up by 7. Peyton Davis, 4 made threes.
Wow. This is a side of her I didn't know she had. I mean, I've known all her other attributes, but this shooting's amazing.
Zimmerman is keeping Coffeyville in this game. She has 13 points. Back to a 5-point game after the floater from Zimmerman. 7 seconds on the clock. Carnahan, floater, no. Rebound Coffeyville, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Lopez, 1 second. Oh, she should have shot it. Had a good look. Coach Owens was yelling at her. She must not have heard. And at the end of 3, it's Labette County 38, Coffeyville 33. Good ball game. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the fourth and final quarter live from Coffeyville, Kansas. Kaylin Karen remains on the bench for Coffeyville. It is 38-33 Labette County. Peyton Davis, a floater, is up and good! Plus the foul. Peyton Davis up to 16 points on the game. And looking for an and one here, and in comes Kaylin Karen.
Yeah, I think Coach Owens can only hang on so long. You know, you put your star out there. But what about this game? It started out kind of ho-hum and boring, but man, both teams have really poured it on.
And one free throw misses by Davis. A 20-point third quarter by these Lady Grizzlies. Coffeyville misses badly on a shot, and Labette County will get it.
Yeah, 20 points, and what? First quarter had 10, second quarter 9, so we scored more.
19 points in the third, my apologies.
Okay.
Close enough.
We scored the same amount in the third as we did the entire first half.
40-33, Labette County leads. Carnahan all the way to the cup. She scores. Largest lead of the game for Labette County.
I love that move by Miller. She just keeps, look at this steal here she got from Karen.
Labette County with the ball and their largest lead of the game. Coach Vollmer active on the sideline. A three-pointer here would be a dagger. Carnahan inserts it right into the heart. 45-33, timeout Coffeyville. Back in 1 minute from Field Kinley.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
How about these Lady Grizzlies up by 12 after Millie Carnahan buries the team's fifth three of the ball game. Coffeyville with the ball. Zimmerman, a much-needed three-pointer for them, is good. She has 4 threes by herself.
Yeah, that was big. You got to respect that. I mean, they were really kind of getting down on themselves, so that was a big lift right there.
Foul on Zimmerman. Davis was driving. She was content with kicking out, but Zimmerman was playing harassing defense, and that's just her first personal and the team's second. 6.5 minutes to play in the game, 36-45. Labette County leads. Active hands by Lopez, pokes one out of bounds. A lot of folks in attendance here tonight for both teams. Carnahan drives and kicks, good once in on the party, splash! Vollmer fist pumps.
Man, when the going goes good, it just keeps going. The Grizzlies shooting lights out right now.
I was talking to Coach Owens for Coffeyville before the game, and he goes, man, when you all played us last, you all shot really well. And so I'm sure some great fuzzy rainbow memories are coming back to him watching us shoot well again tonight.
Yeah, and this is kind of a flip for us because normally our Grizzly girls play a really good first half and struggle. Man, we're coming out blazing here second half.
Coffeyville misses badly. Rebound Labette County. Long pass to Davis. Now you can just look at them and you can tell they're not thinking about anything as McKinley misses on a jumper. But some of those silly. Oh, that's a kind of a silly foul there by Carnahan. I mean, it might not have been a foul, but the act looked like it. Foul on her. But some of those just silly kind of bonehead turnovers have disappeared.
Yeah.
Whenever you begin to just play loose and free, those things take care of themselves.
I know. You just kind of start having fun, and, yeah, you just go subconscious. You have no thoughts at all. You're just playing basketball. It just gets simple.
Loose ball. Davis dives on it and then is dove upon by Zimmerman.
Yeah.
And she's called for a foul and wants the jump ball to be called, I think. I don't know. She was arguing.
I have to laugh because the game has gotten that way a little bit. Sometimes when someone's on the ground, if you'll just kind of jump on them or near them, it's a jump ball. That was like a body slam.
Labette County leads by 12, and raising its ugly head is a turnover. Our old friend. And Coffeyville will inbound, down 12 here at home with 5:20 to go.
Got to defend now. That's in the past, so let's see if we can get a stop. And we do.
And it is saved. It was going out, but Coffeyville picks it up. Wow.
I'm not
a
sure.
Whistle and a foul. Looked pretty clean for both teams there. It's going to be on Labette County. McKinley Baker's third personal. Coffeyville was getting downhill. I doubt they wanted that foul called in. They were driving with a layup there. Karen has been on the bench much of the second half. She's blocked on a shot, and they'll keep it.
I think our girls think everyone turned and jogged the other way, even Coffeyville for a second. I can see Karen getting a little frustrated. She's wanting to take over here.
Has, I think, 3 personal fouls, but we guessed earlier, foul on Coffeyville off a missed shot going the other way. Maybe Karen picked up a 4th personal because she sat basically the whole she did, the whole third quarter.
Pretty much. She started the third quarter, but within 2 minutes she was pulled. And anyway, I guess.
Something we don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe she does have 4 personal.
Not being able to glance up and see the score is really eating at me.
So here comes Labette County. Keely Good dribbled into Alcatraz again. She likes it there. She likes it there. And she tried to throw it off of Coffeyville's feet, and it didn't quite work, but it kind of did, as Labette County will keep it. Here's McCoy underneath, and she is scoring.
Really nice job there by Kaylin. The patient move, dribble left-handed, and just laid it in there. We needed that bucket. Now a turnover by Coffeyville. Gives us a chance to kind of double down here.
50-36. The Grizzlies lead. 4:37 left in the game. These Lady Grizzlies had stretches where scoring had been low, as in totals to finish the games, as their season high is 53 points against Humboldt. Their previous season high was 52 against Coffeyville. So Labette County looking like they will comfortably break their season high point total. Davis underneath matches the total last time we played Coffeyville, 52-36 with still over 4 minutes to play.
Some really good ball movement there. Millie had some great dribbling, and then just some fine passing by all 3 Grizzlies, or the other 3 Grizzlies, I guess.
Foul on Peyton Davis. Her 4th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, each team has 4 team fouls with 4:07 to go. The Grizzlies lead it by 16 points.
So we've outscored them. We were down 7 starting the half.
Yes. We'll have those totals for you at the next opportunity. Zimmerman misses a 3. She had shot well. Rebound Grizzlies. Keely Good, that was nice ball handling there by Keely, but a timeout called by Coach Vollmer puts a stop to play. Full timeout, let's step aside for 1 minute. Grizzlies up big.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Kraus in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
(33-10). Labette County has outscored Coffeyville in the second half, down by 7 at the break, or 6, I forgot what you just said, but you were right. And now Labette County's up 16.
That's incredible.
With the ball, McCoy a little up and under and a travel again. She has 2 more years to play varsity basketball, and she's going to get that cleaned up, and she's going to be outstanding offensively.
Yeah, that was a lot more subtle that time. So she's improving on that footwork there, so it'll come.
Here's Kaylin Karen, held scoreless in the second half. Carnahan, swiper, yes, swiping. Turnover, Coffeyville. Nice defense by Carnahan on Karen. McCoy, free throw line jumper, down and out, rebound Millie, put back, missed, rebound fought for, she's got it back, and a foul on Coffeyville, they say. 2 free throws, as that is the 5th team foul on Coffeyville.
My goodness, Carnahan with the steal, then the rebound, and the putback, and the rebound, and drawing the foul. So the senior really having a night on her last regular season basketball game. Really, all our senior girls, I feel like, have done a really nice job this evening. Our team has, I should say.
Pure swish on the first attempt. Second one, identical.
Wow.
35-10. The score total in favor of Labette County in the second half of play. Are you doing it on purpose at this point? Did you just throw more popcorn over the edge, Jonathan? He did. Labette County with a steal. It looked like it. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play yet again. Does not look like a foul. They're maybe letting someone tie their shoe is my best guess here, as Lopez bends down on one knee to get that done. It looked like it when you went to take the scoop of popcorn to your mouth that one got free. Someone down there's reaping the benefits of the manna from heaven. Keeley Good, left wing, defended tightly by Karen. She'll drive, lean into one that misses barely. Just an ounce more touch and it would have fell.
Really nice by Keeley. That was a good basketball move and a good shot.
Carnahan, a steal. Boy, Labette County has been just so loose and free in the best way possible this second half.
Coffeyville looks a little defeated to me right now, just kind of playing 80% it seems, or we're making them look like that.
And Coffeyville, with the loss tonight, does not get to play in Substate. Here's a loose ball. McCoy dives on it, throws out to Keeley. Downhill back cut, missed the layup. Rebound, Amory Baker tried to throw out, and it was stolen by Manley. And we have a foul on the Grizzlies with 2 minutes to go, and it'll be 2 free throws for Manley at the other end of the floor.
Yeah, just been such a impressive second half here by the Grizzlies. I mean, everything. Defense, offense, shooting the ball, rebounding, just having fun, the effort. So, yeah, man, if we could bottle this second half and plug it in, how fun would that be?
Manley makes her first free throw. Labette County has shot 29 free throws, and Coffeyville has shot 10. Second one missed by Manley, and a jump ball will keep it with the home team.
Yeah, those pesky jump balls. It seems like we get a a hoop full of those too often.
Lopez to inbound, under 2 minutes to go as the clock begins to drip. 54-37, Labette County in front. Karen, wild floater, misses. Rebound Davis finds Carnahan, who wisely goes from a jog to a walk as Labette County doesn't necessarily need to push pace. Carnahan throws to McCoy, turns, now dribbles, faces the basket. Nice job there, kept that foot down and throws out. Here's Millie, downhill, all the way, bucket plus the foul! Labette County putting on a show in the home of the purple and gold.
Yeah, Millie Carnahan stayed strong. There was an intentional foul. I don't mean intentional, but Coach Owens was hollering, we need to foul. But Millie continuation and laid it in, and opportunity for a three-point play here.
Free throw good by Carnahan. She's had one of her better nights. I'm not sure what her season high is, as her first half was only 1 point, as a three-point shot is good by Kaylin Karen, her first points of the second half.
Yeah, it's going to be hard just to keep her completely quiet, but this, you don't want to do this now.
Steal by Lopez, layup good. It's still a 15-point Grizzly lead with 1:10 left. Carnahan with 13 second half points, and she's getting downhill and fouled. And she'll have a chance to add 2 more points to her total.
Tell you, no complaints here. I mean, we're always kind of harping on teams trying to stall too soon. I mean, these Lady Grizzlies are still going, you know,
yeah,
trying to just go get more, so why not?
That's a great point. It seems like there's been many times where we've had similar conversations. A team gets up 20, and then they kind of sag, and then they're only up 10. But Labette County has been so good in that department. And how about Amelia Carnahan? Missed her second free throw, got the rebound, and put it back in.
We talk a lot about that, following your shot. If everyone would do it, look at this steal by Peyton Davis on Karen.
And here comes Labette County left to right, up huge. Davis, heart of the floor, drives, tough jumper, off the glass, missed. Rebound Coffeyville with 40 seconds to go. Grizzlies lead 59-42, a season high in total.
Super impressive half here.
Missed shot by Zimmerman, rebound Grizzlies, and the Coffeyville season is coming to an end. 5 Grizzlies set to check in. How about Amelia Carnahan? And really, yes, all of these girls tonight played outstanding. Peyton Davis with a lot of points tonight. Amory Baker in double figures at 10. Tegan Shaw, Carson Moore, Paisley Daniels, Olivia Roberts, and Kylie Roberts in the game. Ball enters play into the hands of Tegan Shaw, the freshman. Looks for a friend, throws into traffic, finds Carson Moore. Skip past Olivia Roberts, 3, short. Rebound Coffeyville with 12 seconds left. Up ahead to Karen, who lost the handle and was fouled by Daniels with 9 seconds to go. Karen to shoot 2.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I hate to say I didn't expect this. I just figured this second half would be a nail biter and a back and forth, and man, these Lady Grizzlies and Coach Vollmer had other ideas. This has just been just an old-fashioned whooping here. I mean, we beat them in every facet of the game here in the second half.
Karen splits the pair. 7 seconds begin to come off, and Labette County's going to get their 8th win of the season, and in big fashion. Here's Olivia Roberts, and she's stripped of possession and out of bounds. Buzzer sounds. Labette County wins 59-43. How about that to close out the regular season? Nearly hit 60 points for the first time this season, and in my book, they did. That was a great performance by Labette County. A 16-point win. Let's step aside for 2 minutes, and we'll have our Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to a victorious Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Lady Grizzlies get it done 59-43 here on the road at Coffeyville inside a packed house, as I believe as a group of gentlemen came out onto the floor to wind up the tornado siren as the NATO boys came out onto the floor. I believe that group of guys was the 2001 state championship team that won it all that year at the high school level that they were going to recognize. So a couple different things going on tonight, leading to a big turnout in the home finale to close out the regular season. I'm Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the live stream. I'm sure Coach Vollmer, when she joins us later, will know who the opponent is. As of right now, just looking at the schedule, Labette County would be the rankings, not the schedule, would be the 15 seed and would play at Wamego. But I'm sure Coach Vollmer will know for sure whenever she comes to join us later. Labette County played well tonight, won by 16 points, but it was mainly the second half where they outscored Coffeyville 40-17.
Yeah, I know every coach and every athlete would like to know the answer to this, but man, when you can get a group of people to just play like that, it's the same in any sport. It's kind of when an athlete or a team goes into a zone and everything you've ever wanted to go right does, and then it just continues to happen. I mean, it's not just having a run where you score 8 or 9 and then they come back. It's this complete over this domination, and it becomes, as you mentioned, it looks effortless. It looks like they're just having fun out on the playground, kind of throwing and catching and shooting. Man, the Grizzlies were in the zone that second half.
And here are 3 of our leading scorers that I look at this box score, and I want to be careful as I say this. I look at this box score and I think that is how kind of I pictured the season coming into the year, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Peyton Davis, 18 points, Amelia Carnahan, 16, and Amory Baker, 10.
Yeah.
Now, how they score, who scores the 18, who scores the 10, that's interchangeable. But that is the healthy box score that I think this team needed to be successful this year in the way they wanted to. However, don't want to take away from what they did tonight and think about how the season didn't go necessarily how we wanted. But that box score right there is healthy.
Not only that, I'm looking over your shoulder. It looks like we had like 10 people score.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had our diamonds kind of shine tonight, and then we had all the other team players who are equally effective players chip in. So, man, it was a group effort, and our leaders did their thing. So, gosh, what a way to end, your season, your season. A little momentum going into Substate next Tuesday. We'll see. We have all the pressure will be on whoever we play. They're going to be supposed to beat us. And so, hey, we'll just go kind of have fun, see what shakes out.
Other scores for Labette County were Keely Good with 5 points, Kaylin McCoy and McKinley Baker with 3, Ginger Weathers with 2, Jackie Schull and Kylie Roberts with 1. For Coffeyville, it was Zimmerman with 16, Karen with 12. She was in foul trouble about all game long. Lopez with 6, Solorzano with 4, Manley with 3, and Colbert with 2. At halftime, it was Labette County 19, Coffeyville 26. And in the second half, Labette County outscored them 40-17, giving us our total 59-43, Labette County. We are going to step aside for a quick 3-minute timeout, and we will come back with the boys' Tank Connection pregame show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Tank Connection pregame show of Grizzly basketball. 6 minutes until the national anthem, starters and tip-off. Labette County, the Grizzlies 13-9 on the year. Coffeyville 8-13. Labette County needed a win last week to stay in the title race, as we're going to put a pause on that conversation for now and have a chat with head coach Brianna Vollmer of those victorious Lady Grizzlies. Coach, thank you for coming up. How about that second half?
Yeah, great second half. I kind of challenged them. We talked about boring basketball is okay in the first quarter, and then that second quarter rolled around and they made a change of speed and we didn't react to it. And I challenged them. I said, we got to go punch somebody in the teeth. It's the time of year to do that, and I've been waiting on them to put, at least 3 quarters together. It's hard to put 4 quarters together, but we did that, and I'm proud of my kids. They showed some grit. They showed some fight. My bench, the kids that didn't even step foot on the floor were yapping over there. They were talking. They knew my voice was a little sketchy tonight, and I'm so proud of them. I heard Ginger's voice all night long. None of them pouted, and they played a great second half, and we won a great ball game against a really good Coffeyville team.
You have an iPad here with statistics on it. This is really cool, by the way. But the first thing I wanted to find out was turnovers. In the second half, at least on here, it says only 6 turnovers in the second half, and even some of those kind of came at times where we kind of had the game sealed or whatever. But there were just stretches where we kind of looked at each other, and a lot of some of those just silly mistakes kind of went away.
Yeah.
The girls played free, the girls played loose, and that stuff took care of itself.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Like, you're a veteran basketball team. We've got kids that played at the state tournament last year. Like, what are we doing? It's okay. And I keep saying, fancy doesn't score more points than boring, or, all-star shots are not going to put more points on the board. Like, just play boring basketball, and that's okay. And it's okay to – I think they kind of got burned, and we've been doing a lot of work on traveling and practice and taking care of the basketball. And every drill we keep track of turnovers. And so hopefully it paid off, or, by golly, the kids just figured out, hey, we got to take care of the basketball and we're going to go get a win, and they did that. So I'm so proud of them. This could have been one of those games where it was like, Coffeyville's going to play inspired and we're just not going to show up. But we were playing for something, and they made a statement win at the end of the season when we needed it. 17
rebounds, Amory Baker. How about it?
She's just in every play. She's up in there, My highest scoring game was 17, so props to her. She's finished a phenomenal season. She just showed some grit. I think the first 10 games of the season, I just kept telling her, man, stay on your feet. Stay on your feet, and she's finally done that, and the result is 17 rebounds. So what a stud. We had 3 kids in double figures scoring. I don't think we've had that all season long. So great team basketball win tonight.
Certainly no other way we would like to enter into Substate, coming off of the heels of our highest scoring game all year by 6 points, nearly hitting 60. 3 of kind of the head of our snake type of players leading us mightily offensively. And it looks like, I don't know if everything's completed. Wamigo is looking like perhaps the selection. If you do find out later, let me know.
It looks like Rock Creek jumped, which we thought would happen. The only other change that could potentially happen would be that we jumped. Wait, we did. So, nope. Lewisburg lost, so that means we play.
Oh, they haven't played yet. They haven't
entered
finished.
their score, so that game has to be. We entered ours, so that jumped.
Okay.
We're guessing.
Okay.
I'm guessing we're going to play Wamigo.
Okay.
If Lewisburg lost, we would play Eudora, but also Indy, I don't think has put their game in yet either. So Indy could jump up in there. I mean, anything can happen. I'm guessing, if I'm a betting woman, and I am, I'm betting we're going to go to Wamigo, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's going to be a good matchup for us. They're a great basketball team. They don't know anything about us. We don't know a ton about them, but they're going to get one heck of a 14 seed.
Coach, it's been a joy, and it's not over. That's my favorite part. But I just wanted to congratulate you on a good regular season, 8 wins on it, and the growth was so fun to watch, and the culmination tonight of all of that was beautiful. So,
yeah, it really was. I'm so proud of my kids for sticking with it. Like I said, you know, we talk about legacy a lot, Labette County basketball, and the legacy of this team is that they never quit. They played to the end, and they proved that tonight. And we're not done yet. We've got a game on Tuesday, and hopefully we're in the conversation. So thank you guys for listening. We're thinking about Coach Wilson and her family right now. She wasn't able to join us tonight, but we're thinking about her. She's okay if anybody didn't see her, but we're thinking about her family. And then hello to everybody at home.
Coach, thank you, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.
All right, great. Go Grizzlies.
National anthem going to be played here in the gymnasium for the second time tonight. Would like to thank Coach Vollmer for joining us. As always, we're going to step aside for 1 minute and come back with starters. Welcome in, Grizzly fans. Starters about to be named off here. Coffeyville's going to be in home white uniforms. Labette County in road blacks. Starting for, let me see here. Labette County tonight is going to be number 3, Kane Nash. Number 4, Kagan Bates. Number 5, Nolan Nash. Number 24, Barrett Heston. And getting the start tonight again is number 33, Tucker Rush. Coach Argerbright had been rolling with Carson Lamb in that 5th starting spot, and it had gone quite well, but perhaps with the matchup that we have tonight, Tucker Rush getting the start, although it really doesn't matter a whole lot because Labette County subs so often. Starting tonight for Coffeyville, number 2, a 6'2 senior, Kashawn Feeling. Number 24, a 6'1 junior, Kaylin Austin. Number 3, a 5'5 sophomore, Kobe Kirk. Number 25, a 5'11 senior, Weston Wallace Eubanks. And the 5th and final starter, number 15, a 5'6 senior, Jackson Hershey. So for Coffeyville again, it's Feeling, Kirk, Hershey, Austin, and Wallace Eubanks. For Labette County, it's Nash, Bates, Nash, Heston, and Rush. Head coach for Coffeyville, Griff Walker, assisted by James Newton. For Labette County, Bradley Argerbright, assisted by Brian Tucker and Davey Brown. Tip-off in 30 seconds from Coffeyville. Kane Nash and Kaylin Austin toe-to-toe at the purple and gold NATO, tipping the tap, won by Coffeyville. Labette County working the floor right to left, Coffeyville left to right. Feeling with it, throws to Austin, right hand hook, misses, rebound rush, he'll clear space and find Bates.
That's important. Sound like a broken record, but the boys need to rebound the basketball just like the girls. Let's limit Coffeyville's possessions to 1 attempt each time.
We'll get into some Substate conversations as the game lumbers on. Here's a missed shot by Bates, put back missed by Heston.
Yeah, nice effort there by Barrett. Boy, he's been playing well lately. And that was just a good look, just kind of a tough shot how he had to go about it.
Both teams empty on their first possessions. Kirk, impressive sophomore guard, played well against us when we took Coffeyville down by 2 points back at home late January. Kirk misses on a 3, rebound Heston, Labette County back with it.
Yeah, he reminds us of Kagan Bates a lot in his style and his play.
Nolan Nash 3, too strong, rebound Coffeyville.
Here's some of this early nuttiness that happens in every ball game. You just have to play through it before you really settle in.
Austin drives, blocked by Rush. Rebound Heston, outlet to Bates, snatches left to right, downhill. Tried to hit a backdooring Heston. It was batted right back to him, and now we might settle here. No, three-pointer Kane, bang! 3-0 good guys, first points Grizzlies.
That's important. You know, it's always good for any team, but us especially, to see a few balls go down early. That just really gets us going.
Labette County right now the 8th seed in Substate. Missed shot by Feeling, rebound Grizzlies. Bates, long pass to Kane, who hangs and hits. 5-0 Grizzlies. How about the half-court heave from Bates to Kane? Timeout Coffeyville, and that'll give us a moment to chat about what we were going to get through in the pregame show. Labette County right now the 8th seed, but the catch is that there is a batch of teams with similar records, whether it be a game worse or a game better or the same record, but right now Labette County the 8th seed. So really what I can tell you with confidence, if Labette County wants to host round 1 next Wednesday, they need to win tonight. If they lose tonight, traveling will be on tap for Wednesday. So a win tonight, host. Lost tonight, travel. Seeding, I don't know. That's my Substate talk for now.
Yeah, and we all know how important it is to get that home, advantage for a game. So see if we can take care of business right here, right now in Coffeyville.
Little jumper misses by Wallace Eubanks, who I don't think played, or maybe he didn't start against us last time, but I remember something of the sorts coming up in regards to him, as I don't know what just happened there. Was there a foul on Austin? As it's Labette County's ball, and it's showing a foul on Kalen Austin on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so here comes Labette County up 5-0. Heston rises, fires and misses, rebound Kobe Kirk. He'll lose it. Nolan Nash on the steal from behind, and the Grizzlies back with it. Coffeyville sloppy.
Got to follow your shot. If Barrett had followed that shot, he had to rebound. So that is so vital to always follow your shot unless you're the designated guy to get back for fast breaks.
Heston lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be Coffeyville possession.
Just trying to make something happen there was Barrett, and just kind of went off his foot or whatever. So let's keep it going. We're playing well, playing with energy. We seem loose to me. So, yeah, next play.
Here's Coffeyville. Wallace Eubanks in the corner. Throws off. Kirk tracks down the ball at half court that was deflected. Nice backdoor pass to Wallace Eubanks. His layup's good.
Yeah, again, what a pass there by the sophomore for Coffeyville. Reminds me eerily, again, of somebody we know that plays for Labette County. So, fun little player to watch.
5-2, Labette County leads. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Labette County defeated Coffeyville 43-41 in the matchup back at home. Kane Nash had 16 points in that game, and Kirk, the Coffeyville guard, had a dozen. And Wallace Eubanks did play, only scored 4 points though, and we have a turnover. Labette County in a 3-point lead, 4.5 minutes first quarter.
Yeah, we got caught 3 seconds in the lane. You know, if you're going to catch it in the paint, you've got to do something. If you dribble down for 3 seconds, turnover.
Feeling, drives, uses his foot, throws out Hershey for the tie. Yes.
Well, we expected it. Coffeyville's got a nice team too, so they're going to get theirs.
5-5, Coffeyville answers. Bates denied the three, drives, one-arm flip, Heston left open, swish!
Man, if both teams are playing like this, we're going to score some points tonight. So what a fun game here, full of energy and good play right now.
Woo! Yeah, the fan in me came out there. Kobe Kurt got caught traveling, kind of switched feet there. So Labette County gets it back, 8-5. Labette County with the ball. Colton Weil and Carson Lamb in the game for a Labette County team that is really deep.
Yeah, as we've mentioned all year, there's really no let up when subs come in. It's just a different number.
Kane Nash drives at the free throw line, throws out to Lamb. Bates, left wing, jump pass, those usually aren't preferable, is intercepted by Hershey. Kirk all the way into the painted area. Cut off by Kane Nash with 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Labette County leads by 3. Feeling, switches hands, throws to Austin, who missed the layup. Ball on the deck, Austin falls on it, and a jump ball will give it to Coffeyville. Kaylin Austin is the one that they call KK, and we've heard all season long, and it's true. I mean, I'm not saying it's not false. We've seen it or heard about it all year, him scoring 30, 40 points. When we've played him, I haven't seen him threaten to score 30.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, against us, you're right. I haven't
right.
seen him even look interested in attacking that way. So, hopefully it stays that way.
I know.
Too.
I mean, wonderful player. Labette County's just done a good job on him. Carson Lamb adjusts away from the ball, but missed the 3. Rebound Coffeyville.
Not a bad look there. Carson's an awfully good shooter, so he'll make some of those.
Hershey missed the 3 but was fouled. Carson Lamb tried to block it and kind of came down on Hershey, who's hobbling a bit perhaps on an ankle, but he appears to be all right. And he'll shoot 3 free throws to try to tie the game with 2:40 left in the first period.
That's always frustrating for a player and a coach when you foul on a 3-point shot. I mean, it happens. I guess it's just your body kind of continuing through its motion. You hit the player. It just doesn't seem like it should happen very often, where the Coffeyville player hits his first free throw.
Hershey's second free throw, no good. Checking in for Coffeyville for the first time tonight is number 5, Keontae Stevens. Third and final free throw misses as well, but Stevens gets the rebound. And here he comes, perhaps. Austin gets the pass from Stevens and scores plus the foul. That results in a Coach Argabright hands on hip, head tilted sideways statue, and he's still in it. Okay, now he starts to walk as he was just staring at his boys.
That just adds insult to injury there. They had 3 free throws, and on the last one, they got the rebound, the putback, and the foul. I mean, just daggers right there.
And now Coffeyville leads by 1. Argabright not happy with that little sequence right there. Coffeyville leads by 1, a 4-point possession for Coffeyville. Heston drives with the right hand, back in the ballgame. Bates, Rush, Weil, and Lamb. Bates, a nice shimmy shake, and 3 seconds in the lane again on Tucker Rush. When officials have looked for it, it has been a problem.
We definitely have had some crews that are looking and checking, and others who just pretend it doesn't even exist anymore. Because, yeah, you'll either never have one in a game or have half a dozen.
Right. Good atmosphere here at Coffeyville. They had their senior night on Tuesday, but still a few things going on tonight that drew a good crowd. Grizzly student section matching that of Coffeyville's per usual. A missed jump shot by Kirk, but the putback is there by Austin. As I must have said what I said earlier a little bit loud, he must have been able to hear me, and he might go on to have a good game. Here comes Karsten Voss on a steal, throws off to Stevens, good extra pass to Kirk, layup good.
Yeah, right now Coffeyville's got that little run going here, so we're going to have to kind of play through this. The only way to stop it is to do something positive.
Coffeyville leads by 5 now, minute and a half left, first quarter. Foul on Feeling, and Labette County will have it in a half-court set.
Of course, we'll stay patient here, but a score would be real helpful, and then let's get a defensive stop. Take care of one thing at a time here.
Bates and Kirk might be my favorite matchup in the SEK. Colton Weil is going to drive near travel. He is going to get called for it. Turnover Labette County after being in control early. That 4-point trip down the floor for Coffeyville has proved to be a momentum switcher.
Yeah, it sure has. So to see what we can't do here defensively, we need to stop for sure, just for the mental piece of it.
Carson Lamb, good active hands, forcing it out off of Coffeyville, and Labette County gets a possession back with 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Yeah, that was a big deal right there. That was fortunate. So great work by Carson Lamb. Gives us another possession, which is another opportunity to score.
Nolan Nash breaks the half-court line, throws off to Bates. Lamb comes to set him a screen, but Bates doesn't use it, throws it away. Voss up ahead to Kirk. Here he comes into the paint. Backdoor Austin, layup missed. Gets his own, put back, good.
Yeah, Kagan knows better than that. He gets on that baseline and jumps in the air, and then you're in trouble. So you need to kind of pull out on that. If you don't see a definite opening, let's not go there.
He's got 7 points, does Austin. Nice pass. Lamb finishes. Bates the vision.
Yeah, that's better right there. Some good penetration, some nice passing, easy buckets. So that's what we need.
15-10. Boy, these SEK boys teams are coin flips, man. So fun. They're all so similar.
Yep.
8 seconds to go, first quarter. Stevens scores with the right hand. Coffeyville getting looks inside the paint a little bit better of late. Bates, a half-court heave, misses hard off the glass. And credit NATO, they reclaim momentum at the end of the first 8 minutes. It's Labette County 10, Coffeyville 17. 1 minute timeout, and we will return on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the second quarter of play here in Field Kinley High School. Austin gets all the way to the rim, but does not get the roll. There's Stevens, rejected. Rebound, Labette County. Nolan Nash quickly, right to left. Lamb hits a cutting Bates at the cup, fouled by Voss. And Bates will shoot 2 to start the second quarter.
Yeah, that was pretty effective down there because Coffeyville's been out rebounding us and getting second and third looks down offensively. and had some really good inside play. So that was a nice stuff down there, and stop by Labette County, setting up these free throws here for Kagan Bates, who makes the first one.
First free throw is good by Kagan. Austin checks out of the game for Coffeyville. Second is in as well for the senior guard. Labette County draws within 5.
Another big defensive opportunity here. This Labette County team really thrives on runs. You got to string together some good things.
Stevens hovers above Heston, tall player, hits a cutting Voss who misses. Rebound Bates, right to left, lobs it ahead to Nolan. He'll settle, now penetrate, now retreat. Heston, extra pass Bates, he'll drive, hook pass, poor, intercepted by Feeling.
Yeah, again, that's not like Kagan. That was kind of a forced pass, it wasn't there.
Voss, wide open 3, rattles out, rebound Lamb. I can't believe that was called a foul.
Yeah, I agree.
On Voss, who came in behind Lamb and tried to get the ball and whiffed completely, so just let that go. Labette County will have the ball. That's the second on Voss. Heston subs out, Weil back in, Camden Good, Zane Garton in as well.
Coach Argerbright just trying to, mix up the chemistry here and see if we can't get a group to get rolling.
And Nolan can't get rolling. He'll miss the jumper. Kirk, long pass, Stevens, layup, missed, but he's fouled. And 2 free throws for Stevens approaching.
Well, that's a good foul down like that. We'll see if he can make both free throws.
I remember Stevens garnered a lot of our attention. I think he's an underclassman. He'll miss the first free throw, but the last time we played each other, he was kind of one of those players that stood out. Or no, sorry, he's not the sophomore. He's the senior. It's Kirk. It's their point guard, Kobe Kirk, that is the sophomore. As here's another missed free throw by Stevens, but he gets the rebound and scores. And that's the second time Labette County has allowed an offensive rebound off a missed free throw. Coach Argerbright in the ear of the official. Wonder if he thinks Stevens left the line too early. But Kane Nash swishes a 3, and Coach Argerbright immediately forgets about what just happened.
That's what you got to do. You kind of give the referee a little bit, hoping it'll help you down the road. We got to move on.
Labette County only down 4. Kane Nash with 8 points already. Hershey wanted the 3. He'll drive. A kick to Feeling, defended by Camden Good. Labette County in a 2-3 zone. Stevens sets Kirk a screen, floater, rattles in.
He is a confident little player, sophomore leader out there, directing people around.
I like watching him.
Yeah.
Camden Good throws off to Zane Garton. Kane Nash drives, throws. Nolan, jumper, no. Tough little shot. Colton Weil keeps it alive. Throws it to Nolan, who was at half court. Back to Weil. Hits the 3 and is fouled. Colton, why don't you drive a Weil? And he will get a 4-point play opportunity at the free throw line after stealing and saving the ball.
How deserving was that? He made that a miraculous save, and the other 4 guys were jogging back. All their backs were to him, so he heaved it as best he could, and I believe it was Nolan turned around and saw him. So anyway, wow, what an amazing sequence here.
And I think we got a Colton Weil smile. No reaction tonight? Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you. Labette County with active hands defensively, force it out near the scores table. Coffeyville back with it, 21-19 NATO, 5 minutes first half. Hershey for 3, no, and it's going to go out of bounds. Labette County will have it, only down 2.
Okay, now you can kind of feel the pendulum swinging here. Labette County's had some good things happen. Maybe it's our turn to go on a 6 or 8, 9-0 run here. So
So here comes Labette County. With the ball, only down 2 after one of the better possessions of the season for Colton Weil, and Heston hangs and is fouled and will go to the line to try to tie this thing.
That's how you do it, Barrett. Way to go strong, go right into him. No one was setting up there to take a charge. You saw him kind of coming out of control, so you just stayed strong and went right to him.
First free throw, good for Barrett. Second free throw coming up. It is on its way and good. We are tied at 21 with 4:45 to go in the first half.
Okay, let's keep it going. It's been a short burst. Let's extend this out another 4 or 5 points here.
Labette County playing defense, tied it at 21, 3 touchdowns apiece. Austin back in the game, throws inside to Feeling, hits a cutting Hershey, rejected by the bottom of the rim. He's hurt. Darn it. Now he's going to get up, looks okay. Here's Weil, right wing arch, good! And I think he smiled again.
Wow. Colton Weil.
As that's kind of our little reference, because he's not a man of celebration, but he will show you the pearly whites. Up by 3. Man, he's developed into a great ball player. Kashawn Feeling's going to score on a backdoor layup. I'm a huge fan of Colton Weil's game and work ethic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just a good all-around guy, too. So, Coffeyville, though, good possession there. They've had some good ball movement.
Heston, going to call a push off on Barrett. He tried to do kind of a step back, and they say he leaned into his defender, his second personal, and just the second team foul on Labette County this second quarter. With 3:30 left in the first half, Labette County leads by 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that foul either, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Kirk throws to Stevens' right elbow. Back door, Wallace Eubanks. Pivots, finds Austin, 3, good.
Well, now it's Coffeyville's turn to make a couple.
I have no idea why I mentioned Austin not scoring a lot against us. He's got 10 in the first half. I knew better. I knew better than that. Under 3 minutes to go, second quarter, 26-24 Coffeyville. Nash driving and kicking. Weil drives, looks, finds. Nolan, one arm flip to Lamb. 8-second shot clock right side. Now at the heart of the floor. Left wing Bates got to do something. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Ugly, out, Lamb, buzzer, no! Long rebound to Kirk.
Had a pretty good look at it there, just couldn't get it to go down.
Austin corner 3, no, and that's maybe a hook and a hold on Wallace Eubanks. No, they're going to get Labette County on a foul.
Well, looks
or
like
no, okay,
going, yeah.
Sorry, it was, okay. All right, it was.
They were tangled up
Yep.
for sure.
Yep, and it'll be 2 on Wallace Eubanks and 2 free throws, as that is the 5th team foul on the NATO. Camden good to shoot them.
Two really balanced teams here. I mean, have some similar play style and some similar matchups. So Camden Good makes his first free throw, too, for the Grizzlies.
That gets Labette County within 1 point of Coffeyville, 26-25. Camden, a junior, misses the second free throw. Kobe Kirk mans the ship. Throws to Feeling, right side, he'll drive a little, then he's cut off, skip pass to Kirk. He's a pass-first player for sure. Dump pass inside to Stevens and a foul on Labette County. These officials are really looking for fouls. I know that's what an official does, but basketball knowers know what I mean by that. Like intently waiting on something close resembling a foul to take place. And then it's whistled in. Voss, defended by Camden Good. Right side, drives, throws to Feeling with 90, or no, I can't see the scoreboard. Minute 50, second quarter. Shot missed by him, rebound Bates. Labette County can take the lead here. Nash dribbles left side. Given fits by Kirk. Between his legs, a lot happening here for Nolan Nash. He'll throw to Bates. Gets by his man. Pass intercepted by Voss. Long pass to Kirk. Not a good possession at all for Labette County. The layup was missed though, but Austin fouled on the follow-up by Tucker Rush. Labette County trying to do far too much. Coffeyville that was pretty easy for the NATO to defend us there.
Yeah, we really some uncharacteristic turnovers, just some passes that we don't do that often. So again, maybe you're right, just trying to force some things and make some things happen that just aren't there.
Austin misses the first free throw badly. Cooper Leonard checks in for Tucker Rush. That was just Tuck's first personal foul, so Rush will have a seat. Second free throw for KK Austin is good. (27-25), Coffeyville in front. Minute 15, first half. We thank you for being with us on radio or YouTube, however you may be watching or listening. Colton Weil has 2 3-pointers tonight. Decides to pass to Nolan, who traveled. Turnover, Labette County.
I like the move though, and I like what he did. You get inside like that, you pump fake. He had the players in the air. He did though, he just kind of slid his foot just a little bit and the ref caught that.
Captain Kirk mans the ship this time for Coffeyville, throws off to Feeling, and a little layup is good. Labette County's dry spell has resulted in Coffeyville going back up 3. Colton Weil, layup, good. How about the seal by Cooper Leonard to set up that alley?
Yeah, man, Colton kissed that left-handed layup high off the glass to go in. That was really a nice play.
9 points for Colton Weil. Labette County draws within 2, 30 seconds, second quarter. Kirk drives, what a flip and what a score by the sophomore guard.
Yeah, he continues to impress me. Tell he's a competitor, hates to lose, plays hard.
Leonard catches it at the extended elbow. No shot clock. 4 seconds. Bates for 3. Missed it off the edge of the backboard. Stevens doesn't realize it. Now heaves. And it's well off the mark. At the end of the first 2 quarters, it's Coffeyville 31, Labette County 27. We're in for a dandy of a regular season finale. Back in 5 minutes, and please join us for the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Officially, the 2001 state champion Coffeyville Golden Tornado High School Ball Club being recognized down there. Pretty neat to see. They got, looks like 12 of them here, so that's great to recognize that past group of champions. At halftime, Labette County trails Coffeyville 27-31. Leading scorer for Labette County, Colton Weil with 9 points, Kane Nash with 8. And to really highlight that first half in regards to Colton Weil's 9 points, he had a possession where he had 4 points on a made free and was fouled and made the free throw. And all of that was set up by him stealing the ball and saving it from going out of bounds. That was one of my favorite plays of the year, was Colton Weil stealing, saving, shooting, scoring, and getting fouled.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then he knocked that down, of course, so he kind of completed the dream series. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. You know, the Grizzlies just had some real uncharacteristic turnovers in that first half, trying to do too much. We talked that they played really well the last couple of weeks, and it seems like they've played more within themselves during those games. Not quite as frenzied and fast-paced, and just more of a composed offensive effort. So, you know, we'll see if they can't do what the girls did and come out here the second half and really put it on them.
Leading scorer for Coffeyville was Kaylin Austin with 11 and Kobe Kirk with 6. Jackson Hershey and Kashawn Feeling with 4, along with Stevens. And Wallace Eubanks had 2. Other scores for Labette County was Kagan Bates with 2, Barrett Heston with 5, Carson Lamb with 2, and Camden Good with 1. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 10, Coffeyville 17. And then that's what Labette County scored in the second quarter. 17-14, they outscored Coffeyville there, giving us our halftime score, Labette County 27, Coffeyville 31. We'd like to thank Labette Health as well as Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Idea Tech, Day and Zimmerman, Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, USD 506, the Bartlett Co-op, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Wood Insurance Center, Labette Community College, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Unified School District of USD 506, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, the corner store of Altamont, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, and Community National Bank. A big thank you to all of our sponsors for allowing our broadcast to take place. Labette County trails by 4 at halftime. Kind of a neat deal. They're letting some of those guys, or one of them, I guess, talk to the crowd and give a big thanks. I didn't quite hear what the gentleman said, but a neat recognition here of a past state championship team.
Well, the guy who talked, his name is right there on the court. That's Coach Wall.
Oh.
Dan Wall.
So, okay, so he was their coach.
Yeah, a prominent coach in the area for several years, and so, you know, good for them. That's earning the state championship. You know, that's no easy task, so it's tremendous. I think that's the class of 2001. You might have mentioned it, yeah.
We'll see what adjustments Labette County made in the locker room when we return for the second half in 2 minutes. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. 31-27. Labette County trails at half, and the third quarter is about to begin. It's 6 minutes until halftime in Fort Scott, and the Bulldogs of Independence lead the Tigers 25-8 in that one. So I believe Independence can, I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't remember if Chanute got an outright title. Or no, I think Chanute and Indy might share the SEK title if Independence wins. I believe that's right. Barrett Heston misses a three. And rebound Labette County. Nolan Nash with the basketball. Labette County down 4, start of the second half.
Good job there by Barrett following his shot. Got the rebound. Well, we got a turnover here, though.
Kirk steals it from Bates. His reverse layup is off. Rebound Feeling. Austin follow-up missed. He'll get his own again. And a foul on Labette County amidst all that scrum. And Coffeyville will inbound the ball.
Just getting outworked right now underneath the basket. Coffeyville just in position and getting rebounds and putbacks. And sooner or later, you're either going to draw a foul, most likely, or make the basket. So we just have to get down there and elbow around and beat around with them and get the rebound.
Jackson Hershey in the corner. Throws to the heart of the floor to Kirk. Goes behind the back, lost his dribble, but recovered. Feeling drives, shoots, misses. Rebound Nolan Nash, and is fouled quickly by Feeling.
Yeah, starting right off with a couple of fouls here in the first 47 seconds. So ain't nothing changing on that part of it.
Labette County with possession. Coach Argerbright watching on. Labette County in black uniforms, Coffeyville in white. Labette County moving on a modern, brightly lit, beautiful ball floor, left to right, Coffeyville right to left, and Kagan Bates drains a three right down the chute to draw Labette County within one.
Yeah, we needed that, and I feel like Kagan needed that just to kind of settle his soul a little bit here this evening. He's played hard. Here's another steal. Be a good finish here.
Bates finishes. No, he doesn't. Oh, from this angle, it looked like the ball was going down, but it went over the rim. Oh, man, that's just rough.
Yeah.
Bates can't convert the interception and conversion, and then a foul on Barrett Heston, his third personal. He sits down.
That's just a double whammy right there. I mean, it just when your heart feels like you're going to have something good happen, bam, bam.
And then here's Feeling with the layup and the foul. That is a huge flippity-flop sequence there. Instead of Labette County being up one and amped, they're down 3 with a free throw coming, and Heston on the bench with 3 personal fouls.
That's how it happens, and you wonder how can you miss a layup? It's funny when you know someone's coming behind you to kind of block it, you anticipate them kind of colliding with you.
So now the Grizzlies got to swallow a big old horse pill and recover. Down 4, got to get over it. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Colton Weil came in for Heston. Bates drives, nearly walks. Kane Nash throws out to Bates. Extra pass, Weil. Denied the 3, hands off to Nash. He'll drive, pull up right elbow, missed strong. Rebound Austin, who throws out to Kirk.
Not a bad look there. That can be a tough shot. Oh, goodness.
How is everything a foul that's contested? As Kirk got another and one, and he'll shoot a free throw to try to send the Ville up 7.
It sure appears that way. I mean, again, there's been four fouls called here in the first 2.5 minutes, or a little over 2 minutes.
Sometimes what officials will do, and this is a fact, is kind of on a similar play just like that, if it maybe was a foul, or they're pretty sure it was, but maybe, they'll wait, and if the player misses the layup, then they call the foul. So they kind of wait to see like if the athlete made the shot, and if he made it, they'll just kind of let the bang play go.
Right.
But if he missed, they'll give the athlete the benefit of 2 free throws.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah.
I've seen that quite often at the college level anyways. Kirk converts the 3-point play, and Coffeyville, not sure what their largest lead is, but they're flirting with it. If not, they've got it. They're up 7. Hayden Weatherall in the game, Lamb in as well. Camden Good enters play, and a foul going the other way on Weatherall. Coach Argabright searching for answers, and perhaps one of those solutions is number 10 in black, Jet Stig. He's going to check in for Weatherall.
Yeah, I know. Right now it just feels like Coffeyville has things kind of going their way. We were on a nice little run there, and then just a couple of things back to back just really broke us down. Got to battle back through this one possession at a time, and it starts right here on defense.
It's Stig, Good, Bates, Lamb, and Weil. Grizzlies down 7 and nearly force a turnover, but it was tapped by Labette. Boy, Jet's got athletic tape on his left knee and left wrist.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He didn't suit out the other night. Here's a steal.
Bates steals it up ahead to Stig. Look at him gallop. Layup, good.
Nothing to look injured on that. Good pass, good lay-in there by Stig.
Labette County gets within 5, and then a foul. Now that was a foul on Carson Lamb, and Austin to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that wasn't a bad foul either. I mean, in my opinion, if you're not in foul trouble and it appears someone's going to lay one in, let's make them earn it.
Labette County, 5 team fouls in 1 minute and 59 seconds. Or, I'm sorry, 2 minutes and 59 seconds. That's insane. Austin's first free throw is good, so it'll be free throws from every Tweety Bird in the third quarter for the next 5 minutes.
It's a lot. They've been consistent. These officials have called a super tight game since the girls tipped off.
Second free throw good as well. Can Labette County get back in it? Stig, left wing, throws to Lamb. Lamb given problems, loose ball, Stig dives on it, and a held ball gives it to Coffeyville. Argabright still searching, sending in Kane Nash as Coach Walker rises and encourages his 5 soldiers on the floor, who have been the more hard-nosed team in the third quarter.
They were right there. Coffeyville was the more aggressive team, the more assertive team, and we're normally always the team that's on the floor. I think we just need to turn up the heat here. We're playing a little bit flat.
Stevens travels, defended by Leonard, who checked in behind me. I missed him coming in. So that sends it the other way in favor of Labette County. 39-32 Coffeyville, 4.5 minutes, third quarter. Stig brings the ball up the floor, getting some extended run. Coach Argabright frustrated with his group. He's at the end of the bench by the managers with his arms crossed, watching on. Nolan Nash drives, a little floater's airballed, put back, or no, pass rather, from Camden Good. Found Nolan, he missed it. Loose ball picked up by Kirk.
Just can't get anything going right now.
Kirk all the way, missed, and a foul going the other way on Coffeyville.
Well, at least that whistle was for the good guys that time. Maybe get a few calls going the other way here.
Colton Weil checks back in. Labette County, can they muster a run before the start of the fourth quarter to kind of get back in it? Weil, backdoor, Nolan, nice little jumper, no. Rebound Cam, looking for somebody, finds Kane. Nice defense by Coffeyville really throughout all of tonight. Weil drives into traffic, loose ball, still loose, on the deck. Timeout Labette County. Coffeyville's going to be mad because they don't think Weil had possession. However, it was awarded. Coach Argabright was the timeout. Back in 30, Grizzlies need to get their minds about them on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Labette County inbounds the ball with possession in half court. Down 7. Colton Wild drives with the left hand. Cut off, throws to Cam, underneath, fouled by Stevens. Camden Good earns a trip to the line. A brief correction on my end. Kagan Bates' bucket to open the quarter was not a 3, it was a 2. As my numbers were not matching the numbers on the scoreboard here in the gymnasium. So Labette County just 2 points through 4 minutes and 40 seconds in the second half. Now 3 points as Camden Good makes his first free throw.
Talking about that ref earlier calling timeout. You know, it's such a trigger when you're reffing and the coach starts hollering, time. You just instinctively blow the whistle. And so I'm not sure we had possession when we did that. That's what Coffeyville coach was so upset about.
Cam missed the second free throw. How about the outstretched arm steal by Kane Nash? Coffeyville tried to throw the ball up ahead, but Kane said no. He'll drive, throw it to his cousin Nolan. Back to Kane. We need it, and he provides. The Grizzlies only down 3 in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, Kane's so quick and jumps so high so quick. He gets a lot of steals that way.
Feeling throws to Kirk, the sophomore guard. Cradles the ball back and forth, defended tightly. Stevens guarded by Leonard. Backdoor Austin, and a foul on the floor on Labette County, and 2 free throws for Austin yet again.
Yeah, seems like when he kind of get a couple of possessions going one way, it just gets halted by a whistle and a foul. Just would like to see 2 or 3 sequences, you know, of some flow back and forth here.
Austin has one of the more unique free throw postures you'll find. He's got 1 foot on the free throw line and the other foot probably 2 feet separated behind him, kind of like he's getting ready to run at a track meet, his lower extremities. A pretty unique setup at the free throw line. Misses the first.
Yeah, shooting free throws, yeah, it's kind of your own little unique comfort and style.
Yep.
That is different.
Second free throw, good. Pushing Coffeyville back up 4. Labette County fortunate to be within 4, as cold as they've been in the third. Tucker Rush in the game, given problems by Stevens, forced to throw it back out. 2:15 third quarter. Rush wants to attack, blocked. It went back to Weil though. Colton's got it, downhill, up. They say no shot, foul on the floor. That's just the 4th as a team on Coffeyville, so no free throws for Labette County yet.
Yeah, Coffeyville's defense really is kind of giving us fits. Doing a good job.
Wiles' inbounds pass was batted by the foot of Kayshawn Feeling. Grizzlies will try again. Wiles slaps the ball, looks at his teammates, trying to decide, and chucks it to Bates near half court. Kane in the corner, 3-pointer might have been blocked, I think it was, yes. And here comes Coffeyville on the collection. Kirk, head of steam, floater, good.
Yeah, that Kirk continues to impress me on both ends of the floor. Yeah, he's going to be some to really deal with the next 2 years.
Bates to Rush. And a pass by Kane Nash is intercepted. And here comes Karsten Voss with Coffeyville up 6 with 90 seconds until the 4th quarter.
Yeah, those possessions and turnovers really get magnified right now. Got to really limit those.
Feeling drives baseline. Voss back to Kirk. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Tough jumper is no good. Rebound rush. That might be the first pure missed shot and 1 rebound possession we've had defensively in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. So
many fouls and just different things. 1 minute to go in the third. Grizzlies down 6. It's a set play. Kane Nash, open right wing. He hits it again. Kane Nash with 4 threes, 14 points.
he can make 3 or 4 more too, I'm telling you. I knew when he hit that one early, he would just find his rhythm and his timing, and man, he's just really played well.
30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies within 3. Feeling, jumper, short, great box out by Tucker Rush, and Labette County can hold for 1 shot, down 42-39. It's a set play again. Bates throws to Kane at the top. Quick trigger. No, that one was awkward from the catch. And now Coffeyville has 7 seconds, but a steal. Bates left to right. Euros around Stevens. Oh, that's Purdy. And he finishes. Grizzlies within 1 as the horn sounds. How about that Euro and reverser by number 4 in black? Labette County 41, Coffeyville 42. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
That's pretty funny right there. We just got a text from Coach Vollmer sending us a picture of all 3 of us standing up here in the crow's nest. See, sometimes I can think no one can see us, and that's a mistake.
Yep.
Labette County had the ball. It's on the deck, and a jump ball will give it to Coffeyville. It's 42-41 NATO, and they will have the ball here.
Yeah, not sure what Coffeyville's coach is hollering at this ref all the way across. He wanted that ref way over there to make some kind of call.
Something tells me it's going to be a tense final 2 minutes in here.
I think so.
Kirk defended by Kane Nash. What amazes me is, someone who's not familiar with this league would look at records and think Labette County should win by 12 tonight. That ain't how it works in this thing. All these teams are nearly identical. Here's a shot blocked by Nolan Nash. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock, and Kirk throws up a prayer that isn't answered, and a backdoor putback is good, plus the foul for Jackson Hershey. There's been 2 or 3 of those moments tonight that have been kind of those backbreakers that we experienced at Pittsburgh on Tuesday.
Yeah, they're emotional killers. You got a team winding down. The shot clock's about to go off. They missed the shot and get a putback, which was a good hustle, and the foul.
Yeah. Coffeyville started the third quarter with 2 and 1s, and they start the fourth quarter with a bucket plus the foul as well. He converts, does Hershey. He's got 7 points, and now you look up and they lead by 4, which can change in a heartbeat, but we've been on this same rhythm for the whole second half.
Yeah, it's pretty draining to continually have to fight back.
Heston tough layup goes. Feels like he's been on the bench much of this game with fouls.
Yeah, Barrett did a good job there keeping the ball low and coming up and under with that lay-in.
Grizzlies crawl within 2. Kirk, right wing, ball at his hip, goes behind the back, drives downhill, floater missed, rebound Bates, puts it on the deck a little quick but wasn't stolen. Here comes Heston, handoff Nolan, drives, picks it up for the tie, no. Rebound Stevens.
Wasn't sure what to call there. I didn't know if that was a charge or a block, but they let it play on that time.
Austin, yet to score a field goal this half, but has an assist right here. Stevens finishes underneath.
Yeah, pretty good pass inside. One of those easy buckets. Man, I wish we could get a few of those. Those are high percentage.
Labette County just can't seem to take this lead, but Heston gets us closer with a floater. He's back in the game and has 4 straight points.
Yeah, Bear's been a spark for us, so man, we got to get a stop here so we can kind of chip into this lead a little more.
47-45, Labette County trails with 5:30 left in the game. And Kobe Kirk scores it for 2 for Coffeyville while I am failing to broadcast, and they go back up 4.
Yeah, it was pretty too. He swung around and drifted up with the left hand. Man, he's a nice player.
Bates settles into a little jumper that falls, and scoring is taking place inside Field Kinley High.
Yeah, both teams are trading punches right now, so man, we got to get a couple of defensive stops to take the lead here. That's got to.
They're going to call a block on Nolan Nash, and I don't think it's shooting. It was Stevens who was driving, and it's going to be on the floor. That's Nolan's 4th, and in comes Colton Weil and Camden Good.
Yeah, for the life of me, I don't know what you call there. The Coffeyville ball handler literally ran over him. I don't think it was a charge because Nolan wasn't set. It's one of those calls in basketball that's just hard to do right.
Timeout Coffeyville. 49 Coffeyville, 47 Labette County. Just under 5 minutes to go in the game. You're not going to want to miss this one. Back in 1 minute on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Coffeyville inbounds the basketball. I invite you to take a big exhale with me. This is going to be a wild 4:48. Labette County steal. Here they come left to right, down by 2 at Coffeyville.
Nice steal there by Kagan Bates. See if we can capitalize on it here.
Coffeyville bats one out of bounds. Tying and leading this game is like 2 positive sides of a magnet trying to stick together. Something's just keeping it from happening.
Yeah, we hover around 2 points, but just can't crack over.
Bates gets by Kirk, though, throws to Cam, who had to adjust due to the length of fielding and missed the layup wildly. And walking up the floor with the ball is Kobe Kirk.
Coffeyville continues to do a good job closing out defensively. I thought we had a lay-in there. Man, they just shut it down.
2 similar teams. How many times have we said that this season? Kirk, floater, good.
Yeah, once again, he does a good job of penetrating and staying patient and going left, going right, and laying it in. So Coffeyville once again extends it 4. 51-47 Coffeyville.
Now Coffeyville picking up Labette County in some full court pressure. We'll see how they handle it. They handle it well. Heston on the pass up ahead, and a foul on Coffeyville. Heston made a wonderful move and scored at the rim. I almost don't want that foul to be called. I didn't see the foul.
Well, I didn't either, and the ref was way up top here, but he evidently thought he saw something.
Oh, I wish that wasn't called.
I know.
As that's 3 on Wallace Eubanks. Here's Bates and a foul on Coffeyville again. I'm not upset about that. I just feel like Labette County is close to scoring here, and yet we're having to reset and inbound again.
Yeah, they're going to call it airtight to the very end here, so just one of those games.
Weil keys it into Bates, drives, good pass, Leonard, we're tied, no, we're down 2.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this game is wild. I forgot Kirk scored on the last possession.
Yeah, good pass there by Kagan, and Cooper had his head on a swivel and, you know, finished the play there, so nice job by Cooper Leonard too.
Coffeyville with it in the half court. Kirk drives, shoots, and scores again, and they go back up 4.
Yeah, seemingly no one can guard him right now. He's just feeling confident going to the rim. That's his 3rd or 4th one here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Grizzlies, if they can't get stops, they're going to have to score in buckets. Heston does convert. Wow. Nice timeout here by Coach Argerbright, I think, because Labette County, as much as they're giving up points, they're having to score, and they are.
I know.
So back with, back within 2 with 2:55 to go. Coach Argerbright wants a full timeout. We'll take half of it. 30 seconds on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
(53-51), Coffeyville leads Labette County with under 3 minutes to go, and it'll be Coffeyville ball. Can Labette County flip the script and tie and take the lead in the next 3 minutes?
Well, I sure hope so, and it might be one of those things, if we finally crack this lock here and go up, oftentimes I've seen teams just really kind of go with that. So, I mean, I know there's only 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but maybe we can get a stop here and tie it up and then just kind of roll with it, win by 6 or 7 or 8.
Kirk throws to Voss, top of the key. Hershey, one dribble, looks for somebody. Austin backing down Heston, leans into a shot that's short. Rebound Kane Nash, dribbling with his head up, and now throws to Bates near side. Forwards to Nolan. He struggled a bit tonight, drives baseline, pass tipped by Voss, out of bounds.
Okay, looks like we're going to have at least our opportunity here to potentially tie or go ahead with a 3. Kind of see if we just throw it in and run some offense, or if Coach Argerbright's going to want to try to set something up here.
Long inbounds pass to the safety outlet, Kagan Bates. Nolan drives, nice spin move to the cup, blocked by the butt of the rim, a little deep. Labette County struggling to finish on those downhill drives.
Yeah, it was a good effort, good look, good play, just didn't get it to go down.
Under 2 minutes to play now, minute 57. We've entered crunch time. Labette County down 2. Austin free throw line. Entry Hershey. Kirk corner. Given room. Wants to drive. He does. Unbelievable. Foul called on Labette County. That's just 3, though, as a team. That's 2 on Kagan. Ball is thrown into Hershey. Well beyond the arc, about 6 feet. Wild defends him, almost forced the jump ball. Labette County has the arrow, and an illegal going the other way on Hershey. I saw it happen. The ref blew the whistle because someone fell, and then he wasn't sure what to call, so he went illegal.
He blew the whistle. He wasn't sure what happened. So here we go.
Grizzlies with it, down 2. Bates loses the dribble, gets it back. Man, this is pulling teeth for Labette County to tie this game. Nolan Nash drives, hangs, shoots, misses. Rebound Voss, and a foul on Colton Wild trying to get a jump. 4th as a team. Coach Argabright belts something out at his group, takes a sip of water, and paces along the coach's box.
Telling you, there's nothing like basketball. I mean, it's the one sport that is just on the edge of your seat every game, it feels like.
Grizzlies have the possession arrow at the next jump ball should one take place. Minute 5 left. 53-51 Coffeyville. Voss throws to Kirk. He was open but didn't shoot it. He'll penetrate. Near travel. Hershey, big time 3. Missed. Rebound. Austin of Coffeyville. It's on the deck. Throws out to Hershey in the corner, and Coach Walker calls a timeout. There's 45 seconds left in the game and a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock for the NATO. We'll keep it here and chat for a bit about it. The Grizzlies just haven't. They've scored every time Coffeyville has scored, but when Coffeyville hasn't scored, we haven't scored.
I know. Yeah, I know. I wish I had an answer for that, too. We had a couple of good looks. Nolan made some good moves and good decisions, and almost got the ball to go down, but it did not. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but boy, it's been exciting.
Leading the way so far tonight in scoring for Labette County is Kane Nash with 14 points on 4 made threes. Colton Weil had 9 points in the second quarter alone and has been silent on offense since then. Barrett Heston has 6 points in the fourth quarter alone, 11 on the game. And Voss is going to inbound for Coffeyville in the game's biggest possession up to this point defensively for Labette County. Colton Weil defending Kirk tightly. Kirk throws off to Voss. There is a 13-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 30 seconds left in the game, 16 seconds on the shot clock, and a foul on Colton Weil, and that will send Kirk to the line with 28 seconds left.
Well, we'll see here. Still plenty of time, but you're down 2, you go down 4. Let's just kind of see how this plays out with his free throws.
First free throw, no good by Kirk.
Got to box out on more than one occasion. We've had free throws be rebounded by Coffeyville tonight and put back. And they're good inside. Got to get them on your hip.
Second free throw, good. So a 3-point lead for Coffeyville. How about a set play for a Kane Nash 3? 20 seconds left in the game. They ran it. There he is, but it's closed out on now. Heston left side shoots a 3, missed it. So that was a good timeout by Coach Argabright.
Yeah.
Right as Heston caught the ball and was elevating to shoot, Coach Argabright called a 60-second timeout, and I bet he's even somewhat happy that 3 missed by Barrett, because
I know.
I mean, it was legit. He was shooting the shot as the timeout was called.
It's one of those things, a coach makes the call and everybody understands that the shot might go down, but you can't control that. So, yeah, it almost seems like, though, when a coach does do that, as the athlete shoots it, the basketball gods make sure the ball goes down. So, anyway, we'll see what we get drawn up here. Need a 3-pointer at this point.
Labette County has not won a true road game since at Iola in the second week of January. It's hard to play on the road. We've talked about it. It's worth 10 to 12 points.
Yeah.
It's hard to play on the road.
It is, and it's hard for teams to come into Labette County and win ball games too. It definitely makes a difference. I mean, I know that's a no-brainer to say, but man, you just have to try to find a way to gut some of those out to get yourself in good place.
And why this conversation is of importance is if Labette County wins tonight, they should host on Wednesday. If they lose tonight, they will travel in Substate. So the next 15 seconds will determine if we're playing in our cozy home of Harrison on Wednesday or in somebody else's gym. Grizzlies down 3 to inbound. It's in. We'll see if Coffeyville fouls or not. Heston is open, right wing, short. Rebound tipped out by Labette County, I think, and it'll be Coffeyville ball with 8 seconds left. Down 3.
Well, we're going to get a timeout, of course.
And we will go ahead and take this one with Coffeyville back in 30 seconds on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
What a wild game here in Coffeyville, as there's still about 30 seconds left in the Coach Walker timeout. But fellas, I'm sitting here kind of trying to think a little bit. When is the last time Labette County led in this game? First 2 minutes?
I don't know.
Jonathan, any thoughts?
I don't remember. Did we ever lead?
My point is, that's kind of my point. We might have, but the point is, it's been so hard for us to get back. I mean, anyways, all right. Coffeyville's going to inbound, and they're going to chuck a football pass to Hershey, who bobbles it, nearly fell out of bounds, or his momentum carried him out. But he was tracked down by Bates with 5 seconds left, and 1 free throw will all but end this game from Jackson Hershey.
Yeah, our Grizzlies did what they had to do. I mean, I know he streaked on his but when you're just intently trying to not allow them to even to get the ball thrown in, or if they do, of course, you want to foul within a half a second. So
1 free throw seals it. Hershey hits it.
Well, that's going to take care of this one right there. But this game's been kind of what I expected. I knew it'd be a good ball game, but neither team was going to blow the other one out. So
second free throw from number 15 in white is good. Labette County down by 5, 3 seconds left. Kane Nash settles into a 3-point shot that is short. And Labette County will not see their home floor, at least for the first round, barring some upsets. And so, like you said last week on Tuesday, if we're gonna, since kind of the SEK title was lost on Tuesday, let's take the tough road to Salina. We're not against that at all. So it'll be a tougher road there, but this Grizzly team will be up to the challenge. We're going to step aside for 4 minutes and come back with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. What was the final score? Can you pull up the scoreboard? What?
I already reset it.
Here, go ahead and mute us. We can look on YouTube. Labette County falls for the second time this week on the road, 56-51. Coffeyville, the final score. So Labette County will presumably travel for the Substate game that is next Wednesday evening. Do not know who that is yet. Bracket will come out tomorrow, usually does around lunchtime after the Saturday after the regular season finishes. Perhaps Coach Argabright will know some more news when he makes his way up here in the next 5 to 7 minutes. But it certainly didn't help tonight losing as far as hosting Wednesday night goes. But Labette County lost by 5, never could quite tip it their direction, but they certainly flirted with it on numerous occasions.
Yeah, the more I think about it, you really have to, I felt like Coffeyville played a good game too. I mean, defensively, they really kept us kind of out on the edges. We didn't get a ton of transition points like we normally do. We shot well, I felt like, tonight. Did some things well tonight. We had some turnovers that weren't like us. Like several actually. But maybe some of that's due to Coffeyville and their quick reaction and again, some of the pressure they put on us. So, that I can't sit here and just pick apart bad things tonight. Again, it's not like we shot ice cold.
Yeah.
And the officiating, there were a lot of fouls both ways. So that, Coffeyville was the better team tonight, I guess, overall, obviously.
No, yeah, you're right. It was one of those games where a lot of things were split down the middle. I'd say Labette County and Coffeyville did a lot of these things good and a lot of these things poorly. And truly, what was the 5-point difference was 2 or 3 different shots fell, and 2 or 3 didn't. That was a good description. This game was so split down the middle. The true difference was just a couple shots made or missed. It really wasn't a controversial stretch or fouls heavy one way or, oh my goodness, the turnovers were awful. I thought you described that well. It was a really split down the middle type of game, and Labette County just couldn't score when Coffeyville didn't score. That was a big deal for us. I did miss 1 point on my scorebook, and so one of these numbers is not going to be correct, but it's awful close, so I'll go ahead and name it to you. Kane Nash had 14 points tonight on 4 made threes. Barrett Heston had 11. Colton Weil had 9. Kagan Bates with 8. And then there were 4 players with 2 points. That was Cooper Leonard, Jet Stig, Carson Lamb, and Camden Good. For Coffeyville, Kobe Kirk, again, who we like. I'm a big fan of just his game. Good player. 18 points.
Yeah.
And then Kalen Austin, 14. Only made 4 field goals. The rest was free throws. Did a good job on him. Good player. So to shut him down is a testament. Jackson Hershey, 9. Kashawn Feeling, 7. Stevens, 6. And Wallace Eubanks, 2. At halftime, it was Labette County 27, Coffeyville 31. And then in the second half, Labette County was outscored 25-23. So Coffeyville just kind of chipped away, or 25-24. So Coffeyville just chipped away enough and kept arm's reach enough to get out of here with a 56-51 victory. This is the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Grizzly basketball. We invite you to stay with us throughout maybe our next commercial break or two as we await Coach Argabright coming up here to have a chat with him and get his outlook on tonight's game, as well as the potential road ahead next Wednesday night for us in the first round of Substate. So let's step aside for one more 3-minute timeout on KLKC. Still no sign quite yet of head coach Bradley Argabright of those Grizzlies. I would have assumed he would have made his way up here by now if he was desiring to talk to us, but I figured ahead of Substate after a hard-fought win, regular season, he would certainly come up. I know he always tries to when he can, so something may have come up. We'll try to give him a little bit more time just because of Substate next week, see any intel he might have. But while we're looking at some final scores breaking or finalizing across some of these big notable games for Labette County, refreshing the Keisha standings tab on my iPad here in the booth to see who Labette County is going to travel to play on Wednesday evening next week. It's a mixture of a few teams that it may be. It might either be at Paola or at Independence. At Ottawa is in play. A few different things are just kind of coming to a head that we will know later tonight, and the official bracket will come out tomorrow morning. But this is a Grizzly team that finished the regular season 13-10, and it really feels like this team is so, or should I say was so close to having that swung the other way and being 16-7 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. It's every game's been a bit of a flip. I mean, I know we've ran away with, we've won some games fairly big, but other than the one in the early tournament, that's the only game we've really lost big.
Collegiate.
Yeah, and we were ahead of them at half. So every other game has been close, really, until, the very end. Maybe one team wins by 6 or 7 or 8, whatever. But, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's this quality group of young men who can kind of get it going and really hang around with most every team. And it's just whether or not you can put together those fine-tuned things to win a game sometimes.
Labette County, no matter who they play or have played all year, being more athletic than Labette County, you cannot be. So that is, that's tough. It's hard to be more athletic than us. Got good guards, seasoned. We're 10 guys deep. Our second 5 could hang with a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And so this team has all the makings. Like if this Labette County team isn't like the perfect formulation of a team to be in a Substate championship game, a close game with 2 minutes to play to go to Salina, then I give up. I don't know what team is supposed to be in that position.
Yeah.
They deserve to be. That's what I'm saying.
Right,
they have all the right makings, the head coach, the culture, the depth, the talent, the ability, the ceiling. Certainly anticipate and hope, of course, that this team is in a dogfight late in a Substate championship game to try to go to Salina, which would be next Saturday, the Substate championship game. However, the road will start next Wednesday evening for these Grizzlies. We would have seen him by now, but just in case, I'm going to take one more 2-minute break, and if we don't see him, we will wrap up, but he might join us. So let's step aside for one more 2-minute break. Thanks for hanging with us. No sign of Coach Argabright, so we will go ahead and wrap up this evening's broadcast of Labette County Grizzly basketball. The girls will play next Tuesday. Opponent and time will be out tomorrow morning when the bracket releases on Kaisha.org. You can navigate to the basketball tab and find the Substate bracket from there. Boys will play on Wednesday evening next week. Time and opponent and location, don't know yet. Same thing, check your cell phones, laptops, what have you for the bracket tomorrow. Still some shifting around to be had. It looks like Labette County may be the 11 seed actually, which is good as far as avoiding the top 2 seeds in the championship game, and it might be Paola or at Independence in round 1 for Labette County are the potential draws. So in case I'm wrong or whatever, check your phones tomorrow morning for the official bracket. But Grizzly fans, we appreciate your support all regular season, and we're excited about what the postseason has in store starting next Tuesday. For Joel back at the station, Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher, I'm Jack Leake III saying good night from Coffeyville. Safe travels if you're driving, and as always, God bless.